2-1.
And now we're recording. Connor, there's two things that I love in this world.
Right.
The first of which is this specific series of scary movies. The second of which is explaining things to my friends that I love. But I know that whenever you sit and explain things to people that it could be boring. You know, it could be a little overwhelming. Like, you don't want to just be sitting here for a whole time.
No, that would suck.
That would suck. That would be stupid for me to build this all up.
Yep.
So, Connor, I think I want to play a little game.
No, he said it.
I said it. Welcome, one and all, to
Off the whole time.
Nah, they're on now. Welcome, everyone, to the Halloween special, Saw 101.
No.
Connor, I have been creating a course
Jesus.
for you so that I can explain this to you in the easiest and most friendly way possible so that whenever the new movie comes out, we could watch it together. And then you'd be happy to watch it with me.
No. I hate that I agreed to this.
Connor, but
Fuck.
this is what I expected. So there's a little something in it for you. Okay? There's a little something in it for you.
Why is there a timer, dude?
Let's go through the rules.
What the fuck, man?
Why do you have a speedrun timer? We'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh,
First of all,
God.
I have 90 minutes to explain the entirety of the plot of Saws 1 through 7.
7. I thought it only went to like 4.
No, there's a lot, which is
Holy
why
fuck.
90 minutes is more than enough time for me to get through it, but I just wanted to make sure, just in case, more than enough time. There will be a quiz immediately following this course.
Okay.
There will be a quiz.
Okay.
And if you pass the quiz,
Yeah.
tell him what he gets, folks. You may, well, first of all, you can ask any questions that you want. But once you run out of time, you have to take the quiz. So don't ask too many questions.
But once you
If we run out of
So,
our time,
to explain the course,
as I go through, you
Right.
can ask any questions to
Right.
me to like go into details
but
and
you
stuff.
only have a set amount of time.
Yeah, once we hit 90 minutes, we're going straight into the quiz, bud.
Fuck. What a dude. Oh my God. There's 7 movies.
Exactly. Which is why
Okay.
if you answer more than 50% of the questions right, all you need is a 50%. I'll give you $100.
What the fuck?
I will give you $100 straight into your account.
Woo! Let's cut some people open, baby. Yes.
So welcome, one and all, to Saw 101. I am going to start the timer.
Are you fucking kidding me, guys?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh, no.
So you haven't seen any of these movies,
I've seen
right?
0 of the movies. I think I might have seen like maybe like some famous clips from the first one or something, but I've absolutely never intentionally sat down in my entire life and watched any of these fucking gore house films.
The thing is, the reason I chose these and I made it only a 50% passing rate is because this horror series, a lot of horror series are known for having like very
general
long
plot?
series, very long series of movies that like interconnect and are kind of confusing.
Yes.
This is the most confusing plot that you can have for a set of there was a plot forced into these 7 movies.
Around the cutting people open.
Exactly.
This is a nightmare.
Are you ready, Connor?
Yeah.
I'm going to start the timer.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to start the movie. Okay, just, it's not going to look... Am I the only one who can't hear or see anything?
Fuck.
Bo, you could definitely... Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, guys.
If I had a whiteboard, like if this was a course, I would be using a whiteboard and drawing it. But I can't get a whiteboard 4 flights of stairs up. So
Right.
all of the work that I did for this was drawn in Google Slides
Okay.
with my mouse and keyboard. Before we get started, I do want to give a special shout out of thanks to about 4 people. First, I want to thank Mr. Daniel Reichert and Michelle Guan for both helping me with just giving some general insight on whether or not any of this was funny or fun.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
I want to thank Jacob Hansen, and Cameron Young for helping with any Photoshop that was necessary for this. Because, again, my only photo editing software was Google Slides. All right. Are you ready, Connor?
Yeah.
Are you ready? On your marks. Get set. All right. In the year 2004, Mr. James Wan, he wanted to make a scary, super gory movie, but he only had, like, no money.
Right.
So
A classic dilemma.
how am I going to make a horror movie with no money? Well, I'll put all of the movie in one room. and that's what he did.
Gotcha. The
All of it
room.
was filmed in one room, except for
Right.
some like side things with the police. So this is that room. We wake up as Adam in the corner of this room. He's chained by the ankle to the wall. Keep paying attention. He's chained by the ankle to the wall. He is not alone in this room. Dr. Gordon is in the room, played by Carrie Elways, who also was in The Princess Bride. Yeah, so he's also in
Which
the room.
I've never seen.
There's also a dead man in the middle of the room with like just laying in a pool of blood.
Okay.
He has a gun and a tape recorder.
The dead man?
Yeah, both of them have tapes in their pockets. We hear from Dr. Gordon's tape that it is 10 a.m., and by 6 p.m., he has to kill Adam, or he will die.
Right.
And also, he has his wife and kids, and they will both die as well. So we just need to kill Adam. But he can't get to Adam on the other side of the room.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, he has a bullet in his pocket, and the old man has a gun. So he's just got to get the gun and then shoot it from the old man. So we're questioning, who put us here, you know? Why am I here in this room?
Is the old man's the dead guy?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
just dead. He's like shot himself in the face, completely
Wish
dead.
there's an old man graphic. Keep going.
There isn't. There isn't.
I'm a visual learner. Keep going.
So, who put us in here? Well, that would be the Jigsaw Killer, Mr. Dr. Gordon.
Man.
Yeah, Dr. Gordon believed that it must have been the Jigsaw Killer because he was a suspect in the Jigsaw Killer murders. They questioned him at his hospital. This murderer, he doesn't actually murder people. He just puts you into traps where you could find your way out of the trap by causing physical pain to yourself, but you won't die.
What a nice guy. Cool.
So, for example, here's one of these traps. There's a man who was cutting himself. He was cutting his wrists. So to get back at him and to give him like a new appreciation of life, he put him in a little maze of like razor wire that he had to get out within 2 hours. He did not make it. He died. So we go to see another trap. This is Amanda. She wakes up in a room with a dead guy in the middle of the room. This is like this happens a lot. There are a lot of dead people just in rooms.
And waking up.
Exactly. She has a trap on her face called the reverse bear trap. It goes in your mouth, and then immediately, like in 2 minutes, it will forcibly open your mouth from both sides and just completely it destroys you. He says the key to open it is within this dead man's body. So, twist, he's not dead.
No.
So Amanda has to kill him, get the key, but she makes it out.
Does she do it? Does
She
she
actually
kill him?
makes it out, and she is given a new appreciation for life. He dies, and she's super happy.
Sus.
Very sus. Dead corpse sus. We already had corpse sus called.
Sus.
So let's move on. We're back in the room, and we find out who's watching them and who has set this all up. His name is Zepp. He is an orderly at the hospital that Dr. Gordon works at.
Okay.
He also has the wife and kids tied up of Dr. Gordon. So they find out that he's watching them by a camera, and they're like, we could fake my death. Adam's like, just fake my death, and he'll come in and be like, oh, got to clean it up, and then we'll kill him, and we're good to go. So they turn off the lights, and they discuss this plan because he can't see it in the shitty 2004 camera.
Right.
When they turn it back on, he pretends to choke and pretends to die. And to check to make sure he's actually dead, Zepp turns on an electric shocker on the chain that's around his
Also,
leg.
what's the main character's name again?
Adam.
Adam. Okay, keep going.
So Adam, boom, fuck, it didn't work. My plan didn't work. So
Wait, run that back real quick again.
Adam tried to die.
Yeah.
He tried to fake die. They shocked
Fake
him.
plan.
And he just
he
fucking didn't
shocked
work.
him. He shocked him.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Of course. So we learn things about these two characters. The first is that Adam takes pictures of people cheating on their wives, and that Dr. Gordon is one of them, and he has proof of Dr. Gordon cheating on his wife. We also learn that Dr. Gordon is a cheater and a dick. He's just generally a bad person.
We don't like him.
We don't like him in any way.
All right, fuck this guy.
We then learn about this character, the pig in a wig. The pig in a wig is sort of the enforcer for Jigsaw, because Jigsaw shows up as his puppet Billy all of the time. That's the weird puppet with like the hair and the spirals on his.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Billy.
That's
but
Mr. Billy.
the pig in a wig is like the enforcer. He is the one that captured both of them and put them in this room.
Yeah.
So we see flashbacks of that happening. As we're learning
Is
in the
it
flashback.
actually a pig in a wig? Or
No,
is
it's
it
just a mask that looks like a pig with a wig on it.
Okay.
So time is up. We've run out of time.
Yeah.
We haven't killed Adam at this point.
No.
So Zepp is like, fuck it. I got to go kill the wife and the kid. Those
Yep,
are the rules.
that's the rules.
I got to follow the
play
rules.
The game to win.
He also calls Gordon and is like, listen to me, kill your wife and kid. And
Yeah.
Gordon starts freaking out.
Except you cheated on her. Fuck.
Yeah, but like he likes the kid, you know. Fuck the wife, but he likes the
yeah,
kid.
okay, whatever.
So he starts freaking out. There's a bone saw somewhere in the room. He picks up the bone saw and starts to chop off his leg.
Sure,
And he
reasonable.
does.
Okay.
So he starts to
Gross.
slowly crawl his way into the middle of the room to get the gun. And he does, and he shoots and kills Adam.
Oh fuck.
So he's like, I did it. I did it. Zep shows up, and he's like, I did it. I killed Adam. It's all over. And Zep is like, nah, it was not 6 p.m. You didn't follow the rules. So he goes to start to kill Gordon because he's like, you've got to follow the rules. Good job, Appa. Follow the rules. Adam wakes up, and he's not actually dead, and he helps him kill Zep. So we're good.
Oh.
And Gordon is like, I'll go get help.
So
And
there's so much sleeping in this movie. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is all, don't worry about it.
Okay.
We're good. Gordon is like, I'll go get help. And he slowly crawls his way out to get help. So now we're stuck questioning, what do we do, right? Because Adam's stuck in this room. There's a dead man in the middle of the room. We're just sitting, and what next?
Yeah.
Right?
Adam's still awake.
We're just on
We
hold.
don't know about the wife and kids. Okay.
Also, they're free.
Oh,
the wife and
we
kids are
do
free.
know about them. They're free now.
They're free now.
Okay.
That's whenever the
Calling it right now in one of the upcoming movies, that kid is going to be a character. Anyway, keep going.
Okay, cool. Good call. That's when the plot twist music starts playing. At the end of every movie, they play the plot twist music. It's only 3 notes. They just goes dun dun dun, dun dun dun, dun dun dun, and they play that for like 6 minutes as they explain the plot twist of the movie through flashbacks.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Every single movie does
I
this.
hate this.
So that is when the dead man wakes up from the middle of the room. This is the Jigsaw Killer, and it was Zep's game to set all of this up. If Zep got through it, he would live. And he just laid there and pretended to be dead the whole time. And he shuts the door on Adam and says, game over. And the movie's over.
Whoa.
Wasn't that neat?
Yeah.
Really cool movie.
That's a super cool movie.
That's a real. You should watch it because Saw 1 is actually good. I'm trying to explain that why we should watch this movie together, and it's already not working. It's a good thing there's 6 more. Let's go. Saw 2 comes out a year later because Saw 1 is so fucking successful.
Right, we
It
love
cost
it.
$1 million because it only happened in one room,
Awesome. So let's give them 10 times the money in half the time.
and that's exactly what they do.
Good
It comes
idea.
out literally exactly a year later.
Oh, good idea.
So, this one's directed by Darren Lynn Bousman. He's my favorite Saw director.
Okay.
You don't need to know this. I just love him.
We love you, Darren. Thank you.
This starts with Donnie Wahlberg
Donnie.
as a detective.
Hey.
He has a kid that looks a lot like Timothy Chalamet,
Yeah.
but his kid is a thief.
Oh.
And that doesn't mix well with the detective part
No.
of Donnie, you know?
It's a hard relationship for a father. and son to
Exactly.
have.
Donnie is called into the aftermath of a Jigsaw killing. This man has like a death mask on his face. It like shuts and like gets on his face, and like there's nails in there, and he's dead. It's a picture of him dead.
Dead man.
Also on the wall it says, "Look closer, Detective Matthews." So it seems like Jigsaw's got something up his sleeve for Detective
Look closer,
Matthews.
David Matthews.
Dave Matthews. No, it's Donnie Wahlberg.
Donnie Matthews.
Donnie Matthews.
The Donnie Matthews Band. Keep going.
We got Jigsaw. Ladies and gentlemen, he's been captured.
Says
The
FBI
police,
man?
the
Oh.
FBI and the police have caught him. They know
Okay.
exactly where he is. Let's go get him. So
Yeah.
the cops and
Yeah.
Donnie and his assistant, Carrie,
Carrie. Okay.
are like, let's go fucking get him.
Yep.
Okay. They run to get Jigsaw in his house. But through a crazy sense of Home Alone like traps, he kills 3. But we still got 3 left, so they rush their way in and they see he's on an IV. There is a screen, like a live TV screen, showing us that there's a house somewhere with 7 victims. So it's just Saw 1, but with 7 people now instead of just 2. One of them is Daniel. And Donnie's not happy about this.
No.
They have 2 hours to get out of this house before neurotoxin starts coming in and they all die. Also, one of them is unconscious in the screen. That's what we know.
That's the Jigsaw Killer's wife calling it. Keep going.
Good call. Then there's poison in their veins, and they also need to go and find in each of the rooms in the house a like antidote, or else they will die.
Okay, double whammy. Keep going.
So we're told that his son is in a safe place. That's very important. He's in a safe place. Now,
Safe.
we can't learn a lot about these characters because there's a lot of them. So very quickly, we're just going to go through one thing about each of them. This one is sweaty. This guy's buff. This guy's homeless. This one is black.
Okay.
This is Daniel. We know Daniel. This girl is very hot.
Right, we love her.
She's scared. She's crying in the corner. And that leaves us with the unconscious one. Who is she? It's Amanda.
Oh!
Big fucking twist. Amanda shows up. She's back.
Bada booey! She failed the game.
She's back in the game. You know, she made her way out of one and she's back in another one.
How do you do that, Amanda? The odds of this.
So Sweaty dies immediately because he doesn't follow the rules. He gets
Okay.
shot in the face.
Ooh.
Homeless burns to death trying to get a. He's trying to
check.
close an antidote to not die, but that's close. They're both the same.
Similar.
Then we're going back into the cops. We're looking at the cops. We hear this very interesting thing from Jigsaw. He says, "I've never murdered anyone in my life. They all have a choice to make," and that's where I'm gonna pause our game right now, because that's not true.
Right. He's put them in a situation to kill and maim themselves.
Well, they're all given a choice, right? People have died already without a choice, and it's just I'm trying to play this game here like I'm the Jigsaw killer, like I'm playing a game with you. We have 90 minutes to get through it all, but like he's not following the rules.
No, I'm following the rules, right?
You're following the rules perfectly
Thank God.
fine, but
I thought I was dead.
he's not. He killed 3 cops.
Okay.
Did they have a choice?
No.
They just died.
They just died.
So
he's an asshole. Oh, Jigsaw's been an asshole this whole time.
you've got it. You found the twist.
Oh.
All right, stream's over. No, what I want to do is I need to make up for his mistakes because I'm trying to make things better for him. So
Yes.
I'm introducing a new rule.
Okay.
Anytime someone is killed without making without a choice to make, we have to take a drink for them.
Okay.
Do you see where this is going?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Do you see how the quiz might get a little harder if we've been taking drinks every time Jigsaw breaks his rules?
Glad I didn't smoke that J before this. Before the 90-minute memory quiz.
So, let's take 3 drinks for our main men, the cops.
Okay. This is empty.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to go get another one?
Mm-hmm.
You probably get like 2 or 3 more just in case. Pouring one out for the boys in blue. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Eldon, it's been a long time. Couldn't the cops choose to not go after Jigsaw? Well, the thing is, it was just murder, Like, he set up traps.
It's just business, man.
It's not like they could have gotten out by, like, only getting hurt a little bit. Like, they got shot. One of them, like, lost a whole-ass leg.
But that's the game.
But that's not... He broke the rules. He broke his own rules, and we're 2 movies in.
I'm the Joker man, baby.
I'm the Joker, baby. So I took my 2 drinks. This is my 3rd for... This is legit hilarious. I usually lurk, but I want you guys to know that I consider this high-quality entertainment.
I consider you high-quality entertainment.
Thank you, Faulty Not. Get the fuck ready, because there's some more rules that might show up a little later in the game. All right. Are you ready to get started again?
Yeah.
Cool. Uh-oh. I started over the timer.
Hey, Ronnie.
The timer started over.
No.
So we were at 10 minutes.
Yeah, we were at
So just
10:30.
understand we were at 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
So we start learning things about... Hi, Ronnie. We start learning things about the Jigsaw Killer. His name is John Kramer.
Ah.
He has brain cancer, and he was treated by Dr. Gordon, who you'll remember is Wesley.
Andrew says 13 minutes. Thank you, Andrew.
No, we weren't at 13, I promise. It was
I think we
10:34.
were- I think we were at 10.
So
Fuck you, Andrew. Just kidding.
John tried to kill himself by driving off a cliff
Yeah?
because of his brain cancer, but he survived, and he was instantly given a new appreciation for life.
What a weenie. Just suck it up, dude.
He wants to give that appreciation to others. He says those that don't appreciate life don't deserve it.
Oh my God.
Yeah? So that's what he's
So
doing.
he's like, you know what I think of when I think of the word gratitude? Reverse bear trap in your mouth.
Well, she was given a whole new appreciation for life.
Fuck her. Fuck you.
The more you question things, the less time we have to
Okay,
get through the
keep
quiz.
going. John
So-
Kramer.
We're back in the house. There's a we find out that Amanda has been cutting her wrists, which she doesn't have an appreciation for life. That's why she's back in the traps, So there's a massive pit in the middle of the room.
Okay.
There's a safe with some antidotes in the safe.
Safe room. He's in a safe place.
Mm-hmm. Keep thinking about that, man.
Fuck, dude.
So, there's a bunch of syringes, like used dirty syringes in the pit. Like, it's an obscene amount.
Oh, dude, I remember. Yep. Okay.
The key is in here, like needle in a haystack shit.
This is my nightmare.
Buff picks Amanda up, throws her straight the fuck in, and is like, go get it. And she does, but she's too late. So no one gets antidotes. Also, we learn about the entire group that all of them were arrested by Donnie Wahlberg. And all of the evidence was fabricated.
What was Amanda arrested for?
Drugs.
Okay. Yeah.
All the evidence was fabricated.
So Matthew sucks. Donnie kind of sucks.
Donnie kind of sucks. He's a crooked cop.
God.
Also, they
Makes
all
sense,
have...
his son's a thief.
That's why his son looks so fucking hot.
Got him bent out of shape.
They all have numbers on the back of their necks, which have a combination to get an antidote. Buff finds this out and starts trying to kill everyone. So Daniel also has no number, by the way.
Oh.
But I just thought that was curious. That's not super important.
Daniel's love is the antidote. Moving on.
Buff kills Black because he's trying to get he's on a quest to get all the numbers. Hot dies because she's dumb. Like, she finds herself in a trap and then just makes it worse.
Because we're in Act 2 and we don't need Hot anymore.
Also, we have Scared.
Scared.
Yeah, Scared. She dies.
And cute.
She's pretty cute, but she's scared the entire time.
More scared.
Yeah,
cute.
she dies due to the poison.
Describe myself.
She's going to the poison going through her veins. It kills her.
Okay.
And it's starting to hurt everybody else.
Ow, poison, ow.
We're down to like the wire of how much time we have left before the 2 hours hit and everyone dies. So Donnie starts freaking out. He starts to beat up Jigsaw.
And they're like, dude,
Give
why
me
is this
my
guy?
son!
They're like, why is this guy still in this hospital?
Yeah, he's just fucking sitting here on his IV, like talking like
And
dumb,
we're like,
pseudo-moralistic shit.
No, this is a good idea.
So he's like, fine, I'll show you where your kid is. So they leave. They're gonna go and see the kid. Go to the safe place.
Again, bitch.
Also, the SWAT team
Stop
shows up.
punching me.
All of the SWAT team goes and follows them.
Okay.
Just in
They're
case.
Like, also,
The cops stay here to watch
we
the
ride
footage.
with Donnie.
They ride or die for Donnie. So Donnie shows up and he just sees a bunch of dead bodies and he goes like, "What the fuck is going on? I can't find my son."
Right.
Also, the SWAT team shows up and they can't find anything.
Donnie, it's the place. It's just a bunch of bodies in there.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know where your kid is.
The crazy thing is the cops are watching this on the screen and they don't see the SWAT team or Donnie. All of this happened.
Dude, they logged into the wrong Zoom meeting.
All of this happened 2 hours ago.
Fuck.
And they were watching a replay of it. So we've shown up 2 hours late. The cops are like, what the fuck is going on?
So,
They weren't watching live footage. They
Right.
were watching 2 hours old footage.
Right.
So Amanda and Daniel make it into the basement and they find themselves in the original Saw room
Gotcha.
with no leg over here
Right,
and
Adam.
dead Adam and dead Zep.
Yep.
So Buff finds them and he kills Daniel because he's like, I need the number on the back of your neck, which he doesn't have one. So fuck you.
What? He just kills Daniel?
Because he needs the number so we can get the antidote and get
Right.
out. He goes to kill Amanda, but then Daniel is like, I'm not dead. He pulls an Adam and he kills
Again.
Yeah, he kills. This is their favorite
Yo,
twist.
we got a bunch of actors.
So
Okay.
he kills Buff. Donnie shows up into the room and he's like, "Where's my kid? I can't find my kid anywhere."
Yeah.
Amanda's not here either. What the
that
fuck is
dripping
going on?
lady.
And guess who shows up?
Jigsaw. Pigman.
Pig in a wig. He gets pig in a wig. Knocked the fuck out. He wakes up in that room. We hit all 2 hours have finished, and there was a safe right next to Jigsaw's chair where he was sitting. And Daniel was in the safe the whole time. He was in a safe place.
He's in a safe place.
He was just completely fine.
So wait, who did he kill?
That happened in the past, and after that happened, they went and they got Daniel and they put him in the safe for this 2 hours.
Actually alive. Fuck guys.
So Donnie wakes up and Pig in a Wig is there, and guess who Pig in a Wig is? They take off the mask.
Amanda.
You knew it.
No.
I'm gonna pause it again
What?
because this is the Saw twist. The Saw twist is that Blank was helping out the entire time.
Because it's all just a game, dude.
Amanda was helping the whole ass time. So
That's why she kept getting herself fucking caught.
she's into him.
She's in on it.
She's in on it. So
Did you say she's into him?
I guess we'll have to watch Saw 3 to find out. So this is our final rule to add to this game. Okay? Because a jigsaw trap in game is nothing without some pain,
Yes.
some hurt.
Yeah.
We need to be giving up some of our own well-being for this game. Anytime it is revealed that Jigsaw's had a helper this entire
That's
time,
just 7 guaranteed shots.
we're taking a shot.
Fuck.
We will take a shot every time it is revealed that Jigsaw's had a helper the whole time.
That means now, right?
Yep. That's why the Tito's have been next to you this entire time.
Fuck, I've been eyeballing this shit dangerously.
So don't be too insane with it because again, we got 5 more movies.
I'm a man.
Uh-huh. Can you pour me one? Good.
Is that a shot?
Maybe a little more. If y'all are at home right now, I want to let you know You could take the quiz at the end of the game with us. I actually have a Google form to do it, but do not, I repeat, do not drink along. It can get and will get dangerous. For those of you, stop it. For those of you that have watched Saw, you know how dangerous this rule I just made is. So don't play along. Bottoms up. Do it. I fucking hate vodka.
Vodka. Great success. All right.
So before I completely...
Who was in on it?
Before I start the timer over again, does anyone know how to use Life Split without me starting the timer over completely?
Hell.
Does anyone know how... what's the... I'm going to look up the hotkey.
Andrew.
Live Split hotkeys.
Meanwhile, while you wait, let's enjoy some nice ass SMR.
Does anyone know the start button?
That concludes the ASMR.
Settings. Start, split. So pause was D5. I already didn't hit number 5 already, so that's too bad. So we are at 16 minutes.
Wait, you're gonna have to restart it again?
Maybe.
No.
I hope not.
No. He says do not, but he means do, but he only has to say do not.
Against TOS.
No, that's totally not true.
Cool. I wasn't pausing it correctly, but we're going to keep going, okay? I didn't restart it. So we were at 5 plus 10 minutes. That's 16. 16 minutes. Or 5 plus 10, that's 15 minutes. I can't do math already. Ready? Are you ready to jump our way into Saw?
Yeah.
15 minutes, everyone. 15 minutes. Connor, we are 2 movies in.
There's only 5 more. I feel like we're doing great, right?
Yeah, with 15 minutes, we're doing great.
Excellent.
We
Give
have
me that
more than
money. The money's mine.
Game over. She shuts the door and she says game over. We're going to go on to Saw 3, directed by Darren Lynn Bousman. This is the longest movie with the least that happens.
They only spent another year on this.
Yeah, every year it comes out every Halloween.
We had to be shooting before the last one was wrapped. There's no fucking way.
Corey says best Saw. Corey, everyone knows the best Saw is Saw 6. Let's continue. We wake up.
I don't know if I have a booger in my nose.
Are you checking? We're just counting down the clocks.
Go.
Donnie wakes up in the original Saw room with all the dead people.
Yes.
Instead of cutting his leg off with a bone saw, he just smashes it with the head of a toilet, and then he starts crawling his way
There's been
out.
a toilet there the whole time?
Yeah, it's a bathroom.
Just in case they have to potty.
It's a bathroom. There's a part in Saw 1 where he digs through shit in the toilet. I just didn't say it because it wasn't important.
Okay.
He smashes his foot and he gets it out of the handcuffs and starts crawling out. So we see a trap where this man has a bunch of hooks going through his skin, and there's a bomb in the room. So it will explode in a minute unless he untethers himself, is what Jigsaw tells him to do. So he starts doing it very slowly, one at a time, just in case he likes it,
Yeah.
Nope, I don't like it. I won't do it anymore. Instead of just doing it all at once.
Right. You gotta rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, so he explodes.
Oh.
And dies.
Wait, Donnie explodes?
No. This is just a rando.
Oh, okay. Different guy. Okay.
This, also, we find out that the door was fused closed the entire time, so even if he did make it out... No, not a shot, just a drink. Because he was just breaking his rule.
All right.
No one was helping out the entire time at this point. We just got a drink because he had a choice. He made the choice, and he still wouldn't have made it out. Pour one out. So, also, this man named Detective Hoffman shows up for about 30 seconds in this movie, and that's it. He just looks at it and goes, yep, saw trap, and then turns around. That's all he does.
Oh, my God.
That's all he does. We'll see him later, okay?
There's only one guy that can make this shit up.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's late night, Corey. You could say fuck. So, Carrie has been pig in a wigged, and she is on a trap where there's a bunch of things connected to her ribs, and it will rip the ribs out of her chest.
Ah!
She can get...
How? The intensive fucking surgery that would require to, essentially tooth fairy door pull the goddamn ribs out of your chest
is
insane.
Exactly.
I hate this.
Keep that in mind.
All right.
You just said something very important, and everyone that knows what's about to happen, do not say shit in the chat.
I'm so smart.
So there's a cup of acid hanging in front of her with the key that's slowly dissolving. So she
trip.
gets the key, but it still fucks her up. And Amanda was watching the whole time. So we got a drink there too because she made the choice, and Jigsaw's breaking his own rules. We have to punish ourselves for when he fucks things up.
I hate him.
So
Amanda, fuck you.
we learn about this new ER surgeon named Lynn. She is possibly going through a divorce at home, and that's all we know about her.
Hot.
She's pretty hot. So she gets pig in a wigged at the hospital.
Ah.
And when she wakes up, she's with Amanda and, in critical condition, Mr. John Kramer. She is, there's a trap put around her with multiple explosive charges
Yeah.
connected to his heart rate. So if he flatlines, this explodes and kills her. Her goal is to keep him alive for 2 hours while another trap is going on that Amanda has to monitor.
Holy fuck.
Okay?
This is so convoluted.
Just get ready, man.
I would much rather have the bomb collar than the fucking mouth opener.
Honestly, yeah, because this it's
Just pop.
the trap that Amanda is going through. This is Jeff. Jeff's son was killed by a drunk driver, but that driver was never prosecuted. He wants revenge, and he's neglecting all of his children because of this revenge plot.
Who's this guy?
Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah. So
Jeff.
he will be faced with multiple tests that will ultimately end in him facing the drunk driver.
Okay, and he knows this up front.
Yeah, because his tape tells him that's going to happen. So he bursts out of the box and starts crawling his way to victory.
Da, 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 da.
His first trap
Jeff.
is in a freezer. There's a woman hanging with a sprinkler system around her. Every 30 seconds, it sprays water at her, and she'll slowly freeze to death unless he can get the key and unlock her.
I call it the Mister. It's my most devious device yet.
So he tries to
It's
get.
so chill.
This is honestly like.
Come check it out.
This is the first time we see nudity in the Saw films because
What?
she's completely naked for no reason.
Whoa. That's really artistic and they're sending a serious message. Anyway, continue.
So she freezes to death because he can't get the key.
Consider herself misted.
Also, she was a bystander for the drunk driving incident.
Sick.
That's all that matters. So he can choose to kill her or not, basically.
Again, this guy's back end research is unbelible.
I don't know
I want to meet this team.
How does he know all of these people? Is
They
the big
could
question.
rig an election.
They really could.
I mean, guys, I'm starting to ask bigger questions here.
Why do this when you could change America? So, our second trap, there's a man in a massive tub. There's a bunch of dead pigs that are being ground up and liquefied, and he'll slowly suffocate in the ground up pig guts. All of his kids... Yeah. They're also rotting and maggoty. All of his kids' toys are on the side of the room, and if he burns them, then he could save this man who is the judge that did not prosecute the drunk driver. Okay? So he does. He burns all of his kids' toys, and he saves the man just in time. At the time, there's a bunch of boring ass shit going on between Lynn, Amanda, and John. It extends the movie's length by an hour, and it's incredibly boring.
Is she just sipping waiting room coffee with a bomb collar on herself? Where the fuck are
So
they?
she's giving him the meds that Amanda does not give her. She's constantly begging, give me some actual hospital meds that I can help him with. And she's I can't. That's against the law because that's the problem she has right now.
Yeah.
So it gets to a point where the pressure in his head is too much. So her back alley solution is to get a drill and drill into his skull to leak all of the blood so he doesn't have as much brain pressure for the tumor that's destroying him, which is a very bold solution for someone whose life depends on this man's life. But she does it, and it works. Right as she...
And it works, he says.
It works fine.
Moving on.
What's funny is right as it hits his brain, he pictures this woman. It looks like his wife, kind of.
It's Kaylee Cuoco.
It looks a lot like Kaylee Cuoco. As he does this, he reaches out and he touches Lynn's face. And Amanda is pissed at this because she has feelings for John.
Of course. Look at his ripped body.
He's fucking hot.
Look at his sexy jawline and his insatiable thirst for bloodlust puzzles.
So she's pissed about it. Meanwhile, the judge and Jeff have made it to... This is my favorite trap in Saw, by the way. This is...
What is that?
He has multiple rotating things on his arms and legs and his head. The only key to get him out is in a box with a gun, and it's like attached to.
So many gun puzzles, dude.
Fuck. It's attached to the trigger. So if he gets the key, it will shoot him as he gets it. Also, this is the drunk driver. So Jeff goes to get the key.
It is.
Jeff goes to get the key and ducks, and it shoots the judge and kills him. And then he goes to try and save the driver, and it's too late. The driver dies.
And the judge was the one that let the driver off?
Yeah, so all of them die.
So he's feeling good.
Yeah, he's failed every
this,
test.
This boy gets fucking
twisted in every way. Like, all of his bones snap. So, this is when we get an interesting thing said by Jigsaw. He says, I don't condone murder, I despise murder, which is not true. We've already drank 5 times for 5 murders.
Yeah, guy. Also, your new GF drilled a hole in your head. You obviously have a thing for murderers.
Yeah, he's a big murderer fan. Amanda pulls a gun on Lynn because she's pissed that John likes Lynn, which he doesn't. He was just fantasizing about his wife. Also, we find out that Amanda's been going back and killing those who have made it out alive. She went back and suffocated Adam after Saw 1. And he's pissed about it. He says, we aren't killers. And then Amanda says the only smart thing that has ever been said in all of Saw. What you do is no different than murder. That is the only true thing that any character in this entire series says.
Correct.
So, Jeff bursts in the room.
It's manslaughter by puzzle.
Jeff bursts in the room right as Amanda shoots Lynn.
Bah!
We find out that Lynn... Okay, so, just kidding.
What about the bomb?
So the bomb is only attached to his heart rate, not hers. And she's not dead. She's just in critical condition. There's a bunch of drama going on, and John is rock hard because his plan is working. He's like watching all of the people he's been manipulating.
Him with full mast in the hospital bed.
Instead, he is covering a tape in candle wax and swallows it whole.
A tape? Like a recording tape?
Yes, and he swallows it whole. We find out that Lynn is Jeff's wife.
He's like frantically melting a candle and then Jesus.
So Jeff kills Amanda, and we find out that Lynn is Jeff's wife. We found out this was all Amanda's game the entire time because he's getting back at Amanda for like murdering people, and he hates murder. This movie makes no fucking sense.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
and Amanda's just like, she's like, actually, I'm spiteful now.
Yeah. Well, actually, she's dead now.
Oh.
Look, she's dead. Amanda sus.
Right.
So, Jigsaw gives Jeff the ability to decide whether or not to kill him as a part of his game.
Why?
Without telling him that his heart rate is linked to Lynn's. So Jeff kills Jigsaw because it's like, yeah, fuck you, and it kills Lynn. That's the end of the movie.
What the fuck? And they've got a little scale with his head in it.
Well, yeah. So this movie, Saw 4, starts with the autopsy of him. He's naked, his dick is out. It's hilarious. The doctors are cutting him open. They find the tape. The tape, Mr. Detective Hoffman shows up from Saw 3, who was in there for like 2 minutes.
Right.
It's Hoffman's tape, which means he knew this all was going to happen, and he knew Hoffman was going to be there.
Crazy.
What's
the song again? Da 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 da.
Da, 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 da. Exactly. That song is played for about 15 minutes of screen time in the first 3 movies.
So creative.
We see a trap with random people. This guy his eyes are sewed shut, and this guy's mouth is sewed shut. They have a minute to unlock themselves.
The third monkey? Fuck.
This one, his ears are sewn shut. They're slowly getting pulled towards like a death machine kind of a thing. I don't understand what it is.
It's a gray rectangle that says death machine?
Yeah. So the blind guy immediately assumes the mute guy is his captor, which makes no sense. So he starts trying to kill him by throwing knives across the room, but he can't aim. So the mute guy has no choice but to kill the blind guy.
This asshole trapped me in here. Look, and then he sewed his own mouth shut.
Exactly. So he kills the blind guy.
Face.
So the SWAT team has found Carrie's dead body from the third movie.
Okay.
Hoffman and Officer Rigg are here, and they're about to burst in the room, and he says, "Don't go through that door." This is a very important line. He says, "Don't go through that door." And Rigg says, "Fuck it, I'm going through the door."
Fuck it.
Hoffman says, "You never go into an unsecured door." But now that we're here, I mean, fine, let's take a look.
An unsecured door?
Yeah, they don't know what's behind the door, and it could be rigged up like a trap.
I wonder how you figure out what's behind the door.
You just burst on in. Also, this is the FBI. This is FBI agent Strom and Perez. They have shown up because the cops are fucking up their jobs. It's been 3 movies, and they haven't done shit. So...
Right. This guy the plans get more elaborate, and more people keep dying, and we're just like,
what do I do next?
It's definitely this guy in the hospital dying,
exactly.
But we don't know.
So Strom is like, Amanda couldn't have lifted Carrie onto this trap. Jigsaw must have had another helper.
Yeah.
Because he's in critical condition, and they know about Amanda.
The pig in the wig.
Also, Jill Tuck, which is his wife, John's wife, is now in custody. Hoffman has her.
Okay.
He puts Rig on vacation because Rig has been bursting into unsecured doors left and right, and his wife is like, "He can't save everyone, babe. Stop like losing sleep over this shit." So obviously,
You're married to me, not your job.
honestly, exactly correct. That's exactly what she says.
You're a cop and you take your work too seriously. But babe, all I have is justice. Anyway, moving on.
You're 100% right.
Yep.
So
Seen it before.
Carrie here, before she died, she knew that 2 cops were being targeted by Jigsaw, and she told the FBI, but she didn't tell the precinct. She told Strom. Strom isn't telling Hoffman as to not freak him out.
Okay. Which one's Strom again?
This is Strom.
Yeah.
This is Hoffman.
Okay.
Hoffman's the shorter one.
Yeah.
Just remember that. He's going to be shorter than everyone else for the rest of the movie.
And so he was just like, let it happen?
He's like, I'm not going to tell him to not freak him out. Let's let him do their job and find Jigsaw. Even though we're taking over the case now.
Right.
Rig gets
Which
picking
is
away.
not... let me... newsflash. The FBI doesn't do that. Actually, let's let him have another 3 months. It's okay. We'll just put our name on it.
So Rig gets pig and a wigged.
Right.
He wakes up in a rigged up hotel, or his rigged up apartment.
More like pig in a rig. Am I
Billy
right?
shows up on a TV screen
Okay.
that says, "You can't save everyone. That's why I'm going to put you in a trap to teach you this and give you a new appreciation
Right.
for life."
I want to try to kill you because I want you to understand that people die, officer.
Yeah. He's like, I want you to see.
Compelling, really
he says
compelling.
specifically, I want you to see things through my eyes.
Uh-huh.
So, he also shows them that Donnie and Detective Hoffman are on some sort of seesaw. Donnie is being hung, and he's standing on a block of ice that will slowly melt.
Yes!
It will slowly melt.
And reveal the naked girl!
Oh, no.
Oh!
That would have been great.
Oh.
It will slowly melt, and once it fully melts, both of them will be shocked by like an open wire.
Because he completes the circuit.
Yes,
And then...
yes. It's amazing.
Oh my god, okay.
So Riggs like, I gotta go save my boss and whoever the fuck this is. I've never
Donnie,
seen.
stop sweating so much! Jesus! God, you're gonna kill us!
So there's a woman in the other room. Her hair is attached to this gear that constantly pulls her hair.
Yeah, just like the ribs.
Exactly. And Billy over here says, leave her to die. She's a child
Guy
trafficker.
has a yanking fetish.
He likes
Anyway.
pulling. It's gonna scalp her, basically. He says, leave her to die. That's your test. Just sit and watch her die, which
I'm a good cop. I can't do that.
I'm just gonna drink right now for that shit because she wasn't given a choice. Rig can't do that, obviously, so he goes to try and get her out, and he does. But then she immediately pulls a knife because she's also a part of a game, and her game was kill Rig. So Rig pulls the Uno reverse
Traffic
card.
90 kids and kill this man.
Exactly.
That's her game. He's like, nah, she's a child trafficker, dude. Trust me.
Rig pulls the Uno reverse card and kills her instead, which we already drank for her, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
The FBI shows up, and they're like, what's going on? There's a bunch of pictures on the wall of, like, random-ass people. And they find a picture...
Is it like the whole red tape thing?
Basically.
Red yarn? Okay.
Yeah, but, like, all over the place. And they find a
right.
picture of Jill Tuck, so he says, go get me Jill!
Yeah.
Because that's John's wife.
Okay.
Go get me Jill. So he goes and puts her in custody. The second test for Rig, he finds the pig in a wig mask. And Billy says, go get this dude. Just get this guy, capture him, and put him in this room. So he does. And in the room...
Comes the pig.
Yeah. In the room, there is a
Why
bed.
does he keep doing this to him? What leverage does he have over him?
I don't... Oh, he has to save Donnie and Hoffman.
Fuck.
And if he follows the rules, he can get him out.
Okay.
So...
I don't know if I'd do this for you, Ben.
I wouldn't either.
Okay, cool.
Just going to tell you the truth.
Yeah, moving on.
This man is... he sexually assaults minors.
He's just a stick.
There's pictures of them bloody and like sexually assaulted all over the wall in a hotel room.
Oh!
They strap him onto a bed and he says, stab out both of your eyes or all of your limbs will be forcibly removed. So he does exactly what the dude with the clips does, where he does it one eye at a time just in case he likes it, you know? Just, I wonder if I'll like this. I didn't. Now I have to do it the other time. Oh, I'm too late. All of his limbs get pulled off. And Rig is watching the whole time like, I don't think I like this. So meanwhile, Jill is in custody with Strom. We find out that she was pregnant with John's baby at a health clinic that she owns. One of the patients rammed into the door as she's standing right next to it, and it crushes her stomach, and she has a miscarriage. He had to get his jacket. Also, she can't act for shit. She knows the producers of the movie, and she's terrible. It's hilarious. She dated like one of Darren Lynn Bousman's friends.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Every time she's in it, like she becomes a hated character of the movies.
Amazing.
So we see a flashback of Jacket Miscarriage Man.
Taking $100 from fucking Jigsaw. And he's like, hey, go.
Jigsaw, no, he learns about the
lady.
miscarriage somehow. He finds out that it's his fault, so he gets him in a trap, and he gets out of the trap after hurting himself, but then tries to tackle Jigsaw and lands straight in the pointy maze from the first movie and just dies. It's so fucking funny.
Oh my god.
So there's some random ass dude watching Donnie and Hoffman on their seesaw of death. We find out that he saw Rig assault a child abuser in an elementary school. Rig was trying to save everybody like the hero cop that he is.
I like
and
that.
he wanted Hoffman to cover it up, but Hoffman wouldn't. As his boss, he's like, no, I won't cover it up. It's going to stay on his record.
Oh.
Also, we find out he was the mute guy at the start of the movie from the trap.
Yeah.
In the elementary school where he abused the abuser, there's the abuser and his wife. The abuser also abuses the wife. They are connected by these massive skewers. The skewers are going through vital organs on the man, but on the wife in non-vital organs. So he tells the wife to like break free from your captor, and as she pulls them out, it'll slowly kill him. So she does. Also, we should drink because that man wasn't given a choice.
No.
Riggs shows up and he helps her get the last skewer out, and it's kind of sweet. Also, the FBI shows up and is like, what the fuck is going on? And Billy is there. The puppet is there just watching him like a creep in the middle of the room. And Perez is like, wait, what's going on with Billy? Let me see. She gets really close.
Why wouldn't you just pick up this thing and smash it?
Well, because it explodes
Oh my god.
and kills Perez.
Oh my god.
She like gets shrapnel all in her face. So we find out that the rando here, he's everyone's lawyer. He represents Jill, John, and the police. Also, he has a gun and he gives it to Donnie because that's part of the rules. Rig shows up right outside of this unsecured door. And it says, don't come in.
Yeah.
And
what does he do?
The lawyer tells Donnie to shoot whoever comes in the door. So we'll leave that to see what happens. He actually,
what's gonna happen.
Even Hoffman comes in a flashback and
Should
says,
we drink for Perez?
Yes. Yeah, we should. Thank you. Hoffman even shows up in a flashback and is like, don't go through that door. And we'll leave him to find out what he does.
Wait, they flash it back to that?
Yeah.
God.
So Strom has found the seesaw of death. And he bursts into the room, and who does he run into?
Donnie. Oh, Jeff.
From Saw 3.
Why is Jeff here?
Yeah. What's going on?
Jeff?
What's going on?
Why you seesaw?
He bursts into the room right as Lynn dies with the explosion. This all happens simultaneously with Saw 3.
Jesus fucking
Literally
Christ.
at the exact same time. All of them are dead.
Hate this movie.
He bursts in and shoots Jeff because he thinks Jeff is the one that killed all of these people.
Oh my god, he's a cop.
Yeah, he's the FBI. Jeff is not a cop.
I know.
He's in the FBI.
But where's the deductive reasoning?
He doesn't. He bursts in and bam, he just shoots him.
And doesn't he know who the Jigsaw killer is and he sees him dead on the fucking bed?
Yeah, he still shoots him.
God.
So Rig bursts in the door. It starts a minute timer. He pulls a gun. Donnie, he pulls a gun and shoots Art. Okay, Art the lawyer.
Yeah.
This slowly starts counting down to kill both of them. Donnie dies because Rig shoots Donnie.
Yeah.
And Hoffman disappears.
And why does Rig shoot Donnie?
Because he's trying to stop all of whatever's happening. I gotta save everyone by killing all of them.
And so I started blasting.
Drink for Jeff? Okay, no. We don't drink for Jeff because Jeff's murder was not called on by Jigsaw. Jeff's. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah.
So,
It's not.
Mr. Rig, Hoffman runs away. And then we find out he was helping the entire time. He was pig in a wig during Saw 3. He's the one that lifted Carrie onto the trap. So, get the Tito's, man. Get the Tito's, man. He was helping the whole time. And he comes and he kills Rig.
And what's his name again?
Hoffman. You'll learn a lot about Hoffman. He's in the rest of the movies.
Fuck.
Who even is that?
Right. He's a lawyer, but he was in on it the whole time.
Cheers.
I hope you're not playing along.
I honestly hope y'all are not playing along. But I do have a version of the quiz that I'm sending out to everyone so you could take it along with us.
Right. But don't play.
You could play along with the quiz, but not with the drinking.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Thanks, Connor. Thanks, Father. So we're 4 movies in, 35 minutes. How are you feeling? We have more than enough time to get through our last 3.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions now? I'll leave the pause just if you have any questions.
How much of the quiz is name oriented?
Let's go through the names just to help you out. Who is this?
No.
Who is this?
That's Riggs.
Yeah, that's Officer Rig.
Rig.
Who is this?
Hoffman.
Detective Hoffman. Yeah. Who is this?
That's Artie Lang.
Honestly, you're close. It's
Art.
Art. Yeah. Who is this?
That's Donnie.
What's his name?
Donnie.
His real name is Donnie Wahlberg.
His real name is Donnie Wahlberg.
What's his actual name?
In the movies?
Yeah.
It's not Donnie?
No.
What is it? I don't know. What do you mean?
I don't think I want to tell
Is
you.
it Pig in the Wig?
It's not. His name is not first
It's
name
not
Pig, last name Wig.
in the wig.
Yeah, no. This is Detective Matthews. Okay. Detective
Right.
Matthews.
Detective Donnie Matthews.
Pretty much, yeah. I just call him Donnie because he's Donnie Wahlberg. His assistant.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've been telling me the actor's name this whole time?
For him, yeah, because it's Donnie.
You can't do that to me. You can't do that to me.
It's Detective Matthews.
Detective Matthews. Okay.
Who's his partner's name? The one that had her ribs ripped out.
Jill. No, that's
Jill?
Hoffman's wife.
No, that's not Hoffman's wife.
Somebody's wife.
That's John's wife.
Fuck.
Who's Jigsaw's? What's Jigsaw's name?
John Kramer.
Good.
Yes. Yeah.
His like brain surgeon that was tending to him at the hospital. What was his name?
The brain surgeon, not Lynn, right?
Lynn was in the hospital.
Right, but she wasn't the surgeon.
I'll give you a hint. It was Wesley from The Princess
Snipes.
Bride.
Oh yeah, Dr. Gordon.
Yeah.
Dr. Gordon.
The original guy at the start of the
Yes.
movie. What was his
Yes.
name?
Adam.
Yeah. And our final is Carrie. Carrie is the assistant to Detective Matthews.
Right, and where Carrie had her ribs ripped out.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then the 2 FBI agents are
Perez and
he's a real strong guy. It's Strom.
Strong.
Peter Strom.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna keep going on to Saw.
Strong and Perez. Yes.
I'm gonna go on to Saw 5.
I thought you were saying Strom. To be honest.
It is Strom. Strahm. Strom. I'm gonna go on to Saw 5.
Yeah.
Saw 5 is the worst one. So I'm going to speed through this as fast as I possibly can, okay?
How could it get worse?
Connor, this is the most boring one because it's just not ridiculous enough yet, and none of it makes sense. So I'm going to speed through this really quickly. We can ask questions at the end, okay?
Okay.
I'm just going to go like boom, boom, boom. Ready?
Is there drinking involved? All right.
There will be. Ready? So we start with a man. He's laying on a table with
Saw.
a massive saw pendulum going
Throwing
back
it
and forth.
back, baby.
Exactly.
For name's sake.
So
It's like the title track on the album. Let's go.
in a minute, it will come down and slice him directly in half. But to stop it from happening, he has to crush both of his arms in these clamps.
Dude, sick.
He does, but it still kills him. So
Wait, he's okay.
you know what that means.
Yeah.
He had no choice.
Right. Mm-hmm. So a liar again.
Exactly. We should drink.
Makes even less sense.
So we start with Strom recently killing Jeff.
Yep,
Strom
he's in the room.
runs through the back room. He books it toward the back room and he finds a tape. And it's a Jigsaw saying, I knew all of this was going to happen. This is now your game.
Wait. Hoffman's tape was in.
Hoffman's tape was inside of him at this point.
But
Hoffman
he was also in on it the whole time.
But Hoffman hasn't heard that tape yet.
Oh my God, Ben.
This tape is going on right now. It's for Strom.
Okay.
When he says, I knew all this would happen, that means he knew everything. He was tracking posthumously
Right.
the movements of Lynn, Amanda, Jeff, Rig, Detective Matthews, and Hoffman and Art, as well as the FBI, Jill, Carrie, and the SWAT team, for that matter. John is omnipotent. There's only one.
Right.
He knows everything that will happen and has happened.
Right. And he's like just picked a random set of like 50 people at this point to just relentlessly track with who knows what resources. I'm taking a drink for that. Cheers.
Good for you,
Again,
man.
please rig the election.
So, Strom gets pig and a wig after he hears this. and he wakes up in a glass box, which is slowly filling up with water. It will completely drown him.
Like that Radiohead video.
He gives himself a tracheotomy with a pin, like a ballpoint pin he had in his pocket. Also, we should drink for that. We're going to continue. So this is the exposition zone. This is where all the exposition is going to happen for the rest of the movie, because Saw 5 is specifically trap exposition, back to back to back. So I'm just going to put all of it here.
Exposition zone.
I'm just putting it all here.
Okay.
Jill was willed a gift from John. One of the gifts was a
Again, he had to have a separate lawyer team to fucking write this will.
Exactly.
And give her a gift.
One of the gifts was a videotape of him, and she obviously still loves him. He's just like, I love you and be safe, basically.
Wait, she loves John?
She still loved John, even though they're divorced. This is Agent Erickson. Agent Erickson is with the FBI, and he's now in charge of the Jigsaw case because no one can do anything right in the police.
Correct, because they're all dying.
Yeah.
They're all just playing the games.
True. Strom suspects Hoffman, who is short.
Yeah, no shit.
Honestly, I just drew him short in the first one, and then I've just slowly made him shorter and shorter.
He's so tiny now.
He will get very small. The joke for me, just for fun as I was making this, is that he gets smaller and smaller as the slideshow goes on. So Strom suspects Hoffman. Hoffman also gets a note that says, I know who you are, who we can only think Strom sent this to. Strom thinks it's Hoffman because Hoffman's the only one that made it out alive from the death house that was Saw 3 and 4 at the same time.
Okay.
This is the trap. The first trap we see.
What the fuck?
There are 4 or 5 people connected by the same cable with like locks on their necks. They can get them off with keys at the end of the room, but if as one walks forward, all the rest have to walk back. And if they walk too far back, they'll get sliced up by these buzzsaws. They could take turns, but instead they all fight, and one of them dies. One of them makes it out. Only one of them dies. The rest of them make it out, and they move on to the next one.
That's easy.
We're back to the exposition zone.
Get better.
We find out that this person on the trap right at the start, he murdered Hoffman's sister.
Sick. Just cuz?
Yeah, that's
He
it.
was just like, bah. Bang.
Yeah, kapow. And Hoffman was like, fuck that.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
also, Strom knows that this trap was set up
Yeah.
to look like a jigsaw trap.
Did we drink for this guy?
We did, but it wasn't a jigsaw trap. You could throw that up if you want to. Please don't.
I don't.
So we also find out that Hoffman actually was the one that set up this to make it look like it was a jigsaw kill so he can just get away with murder.
So he's just like decided he's bloodthirsty now.
Yes.
Like he's just a murderer now.
Get fucking ready, dude.
Like, hey, baby.
So we're on to our second trap. There's multiple keys to get into safe zones before a bomb explodes. The 3 of them turn on one and completely fuck him up.
Dude, John Kramer smokes so much weed.
Drink anyways. We already drank for him. Don't worry. We drank for him at the start of the movie. Or at the start of Saw 5. So all of them get into safe zones except for the one that they turn on. Except the problem is this guy could fit. The safe zones are massive. All 4 of them can fit in the same safe zone.
Yeah, why didn't they just unlock one and be like, hey, come on, guys?
Exactly. They don't. So, good question. We're back.
Guys, I think this... Guys, really, no, seriously, stay in your own safe zone, because I think this guy's really, like, kind of a stickler for rules.
Exactly.
Just a little bit.
So, within the exposition zone, there's now flashback zone, because we need to make sure that even though his character is dead, Tobin Bell, who is the actor that plays John Kramer, he's the best actor in the entire series. So we need to make sure he's in every movie. Tobin Bell. So, we see him training up Hoffman. He says, don't imitate me. Killing is distasteful, because he found out about this trap that he set up.
Tobin in chat.
Tobin's in the chat. So he says, if you learn my method, if it's successful, the victim will immediately be rehabilitated, which is not true. Name me someone who has not been rehabilitated the first try immediately.
Wait.
He says that they'll be immediately rehabilitated.
Yeah.
Name me someone who's repeatedly been in jigsaw traps multiple times.
Amanda.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It didn't work for Amanda. Also,
Right.
we see them get Miscarriage Guy. They hold him at knife point.
Get him?
They go get him and set him up in the trap that we saw last movie.
Why'd they go get him?
So
he just was doing what he was told.
Miscarriage Guy wasn't. Miscarriage Guy caused Jill to have a miscarriage.
Oh, just
John.
cause.
Yeah, John found out.
Literally, that was just a random guy who needed his jacket, and he squished a baby.
Yes. So John is like, I'm gonna fucking get him. John stabs this man twice while he's getting him, which,
Was that John's baby?
yes, it was.
Also, how does that old fart fuck still?
Who
Jill
fucking
looks like
knows?
he's 30 years younger than him.
Exactly. So, this is our third trap in Saw 5. I told you this is the worst movie. So, there's an electric door. If you close the circuit between all of these wires, you can open the door. But there's too much voltage going through all of these wires. It'll hurt you. So, what they do instead of just holding hands is they kill this man, put him in the bathtub, which is full of like a conductor, like a conductive substance, and then they put all of the clamps on him and it opens the door. So, we're down to 2.
That's not how electricity works, but moving on.
We're back in the exposition zone. So, Jill shows up to Erickson and says, Strom is following me. This is not how you spell Strom. I fucked it up. I apologize. She knows Strom isn't actually following her, but she's trying to get someone off of her trail. She's like, just keep me safe. So Erickson is like, okay.
He's like, oh, okay, so she's probably good, though.
Also, they kill Miscarriage Guy. We see Miscarriage Guy dead because Miscarriage Guy ran into like the pointy, sharp maze thing, if you remember that.
Right.
And we also see him explain to Hoffman how to do all of Saw 3 because obviously he is like incapacitated during Saw 3.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
So, we're back into our final test. There's a blood cup in the middle of the room. They have to fill it with 10 pints of blood, which is notably the amount of blood that...
That's not a cup.
It's a blood bucket. The human body has 10 pints of human blood within it. So 5 have to come from each. How are we going to fill it up with 5 people from each? They start to flashback because that's what we do in the Saw movies. And we find out, wait, everyone could have been saved. We could have made it through all of these traps with all 5 of us. Because this girl has all the keys from the first trap. They're all the same key. If they had just gotten one key and unlocked it all, they all would have been safe. If they had all fit in the safe places, they would have been fine. If they had all...
Andrew's saying we had a shot.
So Jigsaw had a helper the whole time?
Correct.
Which helper? If you say the helper, I'm making sure of it. If you could tell me the helper, then I'll take a shot.
The helper was...
Not Miscarriage Guy. Miscarriage Guy died. Hoffman, we already took a shot for, and Amanda, we already took a shot for.
Andrew, I need your help, dude.
So they both die trying to fill up the blood cup, and Erickson shows up.
Really? It's just like they just bleed out.
Yeah, this dude like cuts his arm all the way the fuck down.
Which, like, I feel like we should drink for that.
Hoffman,
there's no way you could lose half the blood in your body and be fine.
But if they had done all the traps before correctly, then they 2 pints from each person, they would have been fine. So we don't have to. Like, they all had a choice. Also, we took a shot for Hoffman. We already took a shot for Hoffman during Saw 4.
Okay. Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm. So, Hoffman has put all of Strom's stuff at the final trap to like frame Hoffman or to frame Strom so that they'll get off of his trail because we know that he is helping. Can we drink for plot holes? You'd be drinking all fucking night. Why did they not just pee in the bucket? Exactly! I texted Michelle that earlier today. She was like, what about the traps you can get out of? Just whip your dick out and pee in it.
Right, because it literally just needed 10 pints of liquid.
Yes.
Right?
Throw up.
Is it a weight thing?
It's a weight.
What the fuck?
No. There's a fishing bobber in it, and as the fishing bobber hits 10 pints,
it like pulls a string.
but like it's floating in liquid. Just pee in it.
Dude, pee in the bucket.
That's
so
why
hard.
this is the worst one. So Strom is now framed for this entire thing. Strom is trying to follow who is framing him, and he finds a tape in a massive glass box that says, "Get in this box and you live." And notably, this is not Jigsaw's voice. This is Hoffman's voice. He's admitting to Strom, "I am Jigsaw now that Jigsaw's dead." So, like an idiot, Strom does not get in the box. Instead, he picks up Hoffman and throws him straight in. Hoffman is safe now as all of the walls close in on Strom, killing him. That's the end of Saw 5. It is the worst movie in the entire series. I fucking hate it.
Wait, what?
I'm pausing it for you right now. I'm pausing it.
What?
Yeah. Could you just grab the bobber? So,
Yeah! Fucking yank that shit!
It is a terrible, terrible trap. All of the traps in Saw 5 suck, and that's why that director didn't have to work anymore. We sent it to Kevin Grutert.
What are you pulling on the other end that the bobber would have the necessary buoyancy force to fucking yank it? All I've seen is this guy. It's like a fucking cyberpunk nightmare with his little bear trap things and his sheet metal bomb necklaces.
Uh-huh.
This guy is not... Oh, fuck.
Get ready, because Saw 6 is the best Saw movie in the entire series.
I'm not convinced.
I fucking love this movie. If I could show anyone any movie from Saw,
They've been doing one a year so far.
honestly, every one a year, and they cost nothing to make because it's nobody actors except for Tobin Bell, and they only get him for 2 scenes because he's only in flashbacks because he's dead.
Big Tobin head over here.
Are you ready for Saw 6? Only 2 more movies until you're good for yours.
Right. And how much time do we have left?
32 plus 15. We're at 47 minutes. We have until 90.
Oh, perfect.
We have all the time in the world. That's why I said 90 minutes, all the time in the world. Ready?
Yep.
So we start with a trap that is notably known as a pound of flesh.
Yes.
There's a woman here and a very fat man. There is a scale.
You took a regular man and put a circle on him.
Yeah. So they have to cut off pieces of their flesh and put it on a scale. Whoever has more weight in the scale at the end wins and lives. I call this the Biggest Loser. This is one of my favorites. So he starts cutting off fucking meat steaks out of his fat and putting it in. This woman goes fucking ham and chops off her whole left arm and puts it in the scale, and she lives. This man dies. But one of them was bound to die, which means that one of them didn't have a choice. We have to drink. We have to drink.
Also, holy shit, girl.
Yeah, it's hilarious. She grabs a cleaver, starts screaming, and it goes, ah! It's like honestly so funny. This is the perfect way to start a Saw 6.
I don't like the look in your eyes when you talk about this.
I'm watching me. I look nutty.
Yeah.
So, we learn about this new character, William, big-time senior vice president of membership and claims at a health insurance agency. Saw 6 is adamantly anti-health insurance and big insurance, like big pharma for some reason.
Saw 6 is a socialist stepping stone.
It fucking hates it. He's an asshole. He's ditching his wife on his birthday. He is mean to his assistant. He denied a man health insurance for heart surgery due to a pre-existing condition, but that pre-existing condition was an oral cyst removal. So, like, it had nothing to do with his heart.
Right.
Also, he's just a jigsaw target waiting to happen. Like, he's an asshole. He needs to be taught.
Yeah. He needs to learn he needs to respect life.
He needs
also,
to appreciate his life. You're learning.
He needs to respect not being in a giant sarcophagus filled with nails every day.
I'm so happy.
I get it.
Do you want to watch Saw?
I get it. It's a beautiful message.
Do you want to watch the next Saw with me?
Fuck no.
God damn it. So, we start at the scene of The Biggest Loser. Strom and very tiny Hoffman are all, or no, Erickson and Hoffman have showed up and they find Strom's fingerprints everywhere, like all over. They're like crawling with fingerprints.
Totally not a setup.
Perez isn't dead.
What?
Perez shows up.
She blew up.
She's got scars on her face. She's not dead. Erickson was hiding
So
this.
she blows up into a coma, and they're like, "Oh fuck, he got her."
Then
they leave,
The FBI is notably keeping secrets from everybody because,
which is why. Why? Because
to keep them safe.
Because John works for the FBI.
John's dead.
Because John worked for the FBI.
John worked at a. This isn't in the slideshow, but if you want to know, John worked at a warehouse doing engineering jobs. It was called Gideon Warehouse.
Sense.
Gideon is the name of his unborn son.
Weird. Why would
That's also where Saw 3 and 4 both happened. At Gideon
at
Warehouse.
the warehouse.
Mm-hmm. Not in the quiz. Don't worry about it. It's too much information, but just if you're curious.
Never trust a metal worker again.
So Perez is super nervous about. She's like sus of Hoffman, which she likely should be.
Yeah, I'd be sus of about anyone.
Mm-hmm. We also learn about Pamela. Pamela is a sensationalist journalist. She knows and writes all about Jigsaw, and she knows that Jill was willed a gift from John.
Right.
It wasn't just the tape. There was something else in the gift. And she tells Hoffman that she'll stop talking shit about the police and she'll stop reporting on Jigsaw if she finds out what was in the box. Like, what's in the present.
What's in the box?
It's a massive fucking lockbox.
Oh, what's in the box?
I need a directory to keep track of all these.
Yeah, and you don't got $100 on the line.
Are you impressed that I remember all these names?
Yes. I can't fucking believe what's happening right now.
The month and a half of research I did for this project.
This is insane.
You have no idea. I've been researching this since September.
Jesus Christ, everybody.
So, this also, we learned that Jill, in the box, there were 6 numbered folders in it with pictures of people. We see pictures of William, the senior vice president of membership and claims for the
The new guy.
Yeah,
Health
as
care
well as
guy.
Pamela. We see pictures of both of them.
Who's Pamela?
Pamela was the sensationalist journalist.
Okay.
Also, she still loves John. She's watching home movies of him in her penthouse apartment, and she's sipping on wine like a Lifetime movie actress.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much, Bo. Thank you.
It really is. I'm so thoroughly impressed with this. This is fucking insane.
I'm happy that you like it. So, also, she's emoting as much as possible because she needs to make sure that after all of the Saw movies are done, she could still get a job in Hollywood.
She's like, this is my breakthrough, Johnny.
Exactly.
I'm going to be a star.
Hoffman shows up to her and says the game begins tonight, which can only mean one thing. Jill was in on it the whole time. So go get the Tito's, bud.
Oh,
She was in on it the whole time. Get the
every
Tito's.
time.
She has been given folders of all of the Saw victims.
Fuck.
Of like who is like in this next big Saw 6 trap.
She was handed the working script for Saw 6.
Mm-hmm.
Life according to John. Oh, that's a
big one. Do you want to share it a little bit?
No.
You're gonna make it through. I mean, we're on Saw 6. What's the worst that can happen?
Right? I feel like you need more.
I'll take some of yours.
You're okay.
I'll take some of yours.
Okay, yeah. That was nothing. You just spilled it. Even worse.
This is a visual representation
Right.
of the Biggest Loser trap.
Right. I win.
I was gonna.
Cheers.
Cheers. I fucking hate when I asked what you wanted to shoot. I hoped you were gonna say tequila, and you said vodka, and I was like, "Fuck
Dude,
you."
tequila, I would have been on the floor by now.
I'm so much better at shooting tequila.
Oh, I feel that one. Okay. It's getting a little spinny.
Hey, the main character of Saw 1, what's his name?
Nice pour. The main character of Saw 1 is... Who's the main character? Technically, Adam dies immediately.
Good. I'm just making sure you're still in it.
I'm so fucking in it.
Daniel, thanks for showing up. Have you been here the whole time?
Still shooting Jaeger.
Yeah, Corey said he was shooting Jaeger for the game, and I said, don't.
Sick. Hope it's chilled.
So,
Just like Naked Girl.
let's start it. It's 37 minutes. We have 15 minutes on the backlog as well, so we're at 52.
Okay, so we've about 38
minutes left for
All
two
right.
movies. But they're busy. So get ready.
All right.
So, the coroner is very suspicious of Hoffman because all of the fingerprints from Strom, they find out that the fingerprints were placed after he was dead.
Okay.
So he got his dead hand and started putting them on everything the
Right,
whole
right,
time.
right.
Thanks, Daniel.
I figured that.
Yeah. So he's suspicious of everything.
Okay.
Also, he's like, we gotta do this trap really fucking fast because the coroner's on me.
We gotta hurry up.
We gotta fucking move.
Hurry up and put him in the puzzle.
So, William wakes up and there's a video not of Billy this time, but of John.
Oh.
John lets him know. We basically find that they have a past. He has bombs attached to all 4 of his limbs, and he has to complete all of the traps to remove all of the bombs without exploding and dying.
Or they'll all go off.
Exactly. So,
Dude, really important question. Is the quiz multiple choice?
it is.
Oh, thank God.
Also, we find out that
We're rich!
William denied health insurance for his brain cancer. So we're just trying to fuck with William at this point.
Dude, thanks, America.
Also,
This is the problem with the military-industrial complex. We get people like this.
So John and William, all of this conversation is happening. It's being live streamed to a mother and a son. They're in a room with hydrofluoric acid that's linked up to the ceiling and a switch that says live or die. Also,
Mommy.
the son is being played by the same actor that plays Roderick from the Diary from Wimpy Kid series. So I switched their models just in case you were curious. This is before he got famous.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Does he get the cheese touch?
He gets the cheese touch. So, notably, the mom says, we're here because of your father, William, right?
Is she just like defeated, accepting? And
Your
the baby-
father's an asshole. We have to stop.
This is why we're in this weird torture dungeon, Billy.
Exactly. So,
It's because your dad doesn't pay his child
first trap
support.
for William is a trap where, as you breathe, these clamps close in on your lungs. So, he just
Sick.
has to breathe less than his person he's fighting against. But the person he's breathing against is a lifelong
Lance Armstrong.
70-year-old smoker.
So
Obviously, William wins.
right.
We should drink because one
Right.
person was going to die here.
Right.
That's murder.
That is murder.
Like,
He just found some fucking COPD guy.
he's just dead. Pamela is also captured in a room very similar to Roderick and his mom. And she's watching the whole thing except no hydrofluoric acid switch, live or die on her side.
Wait, what? Say that again?
There's no switch that says live or die on her side with the hydrofluoric acid on it. She's just watching this all happen at the same time as well.
Just chilling.
Yeah,
in,
she's
like
just
a
watching.
weird tiled.
Yeah,
dark
like right next to
room
him.
with like a flickery fluorescent light. She's like, yeah, this is fine.
She could see Roderick in his mom, but
Yeah.
but like that's it. It's weird. We don't know what she's doing here, but we'll find out later.
right.
So William is then put into another trap where he has to choose who's going to live: this old woman with a family or this stoner kid,
I feel like
file clerk.
That's 2 drinks.
It's one because one person was going to die. Good. My question is, who's being rehabilitated?
Exactly.
Here? Both the old woman and the young file clerk did nothing wrong. They're both being used as pawns for William's test, and were not given a choice. Meanwhile, Jigsaw is just giving talks to Hoffman through flashback about the sanctity of human life and about how all murderers are monsters, and there's no excuse for taking a life. Everyone deserves a choice to turn their life around. But what choice were these two people allowed to make?
Exactly.
Also, what is this teaching William?
A 50-50 is not a choice.
At this point, Jigsaw is just bragging about how when nobody has a choice about his life, he gets to decide who gets to live or die.
Yeah, because he's a psycho.
So we should drink for his mistakes.
Yes.
Also, he's been predicting.
Wait, no.
Yes, he's been predicting exactly what happens for like his posthumous prediction count of like what happens to all these people is up in the 20s. There's no human alive that could have possibly predicted all of these things.
Right.
Also, this all only happened within 6 months.
Jesus. All of the movies.
All 6 movies happened within 6 months of each other. Also drink. So, we find out that William turned down health insurance for John's cancer. He met him multiple times at parties, and that this is just a master plan for Jigsaw.
Dude, again, John Kramer does not look like exactly the partying type. He's a sick old man.
He shows up looking like Steve Buscemi with the how do you do, fellow kids, with the backwards hat. He literally has the backwards hat at these health insurance parties. It's so funny. This has been the master plan for Jigsaw entirely. He does not care about rehabilitating people. He cares about fucking with William for sentencing him to death.
And that's it.
That's it. So
Why are this 5 movies of bullshit?
6 movies of bullshit.
Fuck.
This is my favorite one. I fucking love this movie. So the next trap, William and some random woman he works with have to go through this Wipeout style
Literally,
maze.
he just wakes up and he's like, Jessica? Yeah. And she's like, nah.
Yep.
What?
They have to go through this Wipeout style maze together. When they get to the end,
Wipeout style? Oh, he got soaked.
yeah, there's cranky anchors on the side.
They have to
as
do
well.
the giant Q-tip fight.
Yeah,
with blades on it.
So she has a death trap on her neck, and the key to get it off is within William's ribs. So instead of
Awesome,
asking
dude.
politely,
Dude.
she goes to kill him, and William has to fight back, and he kills her instead.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is the final test. This is the best acting in any Jigsaw Saw movie ever. There are 4 people on a death carousel. There is a shotgun aimed at the carousel. It will slowly stop on one of them and decide whether or not to kill them, based off of whether or not William puts his hand in the hand crusher to make a blood sacrifice to save those people. But he can only save 2 of them.
Right, because he only has 2 hands to crush.
So we're drinking 4 times.
Oh my god.
If you have time to watch any scene from Saw movies,
Beer.
this is the best trap ever, because this dude starts this woman says, I'm pregnant, don't kill me, and this dude's like, that bitch is lying, she's not pregnant. It's really funny. So 4 of them die. It's really cool because William...
Do you see all of them get shot?
Yes, it's amazing.
Literally, that has to be like a 20-minute sequence.
It's probably 15.
Holy fuck. What is this movie?
William, it's really cool because William, he doesn't even look at who he saves at the end. He's got his eyes closed and he just puts his hand and he's crying.
He's just a hand crusher slut.
Yeah, exactly.
Do your job, Will.
So 2 women make it out.
Crush those fingies.
We should drink 4 times, which we did.
I finished my drink. I need another one.
Okay, I'm pausing it. Can you get beer for me as well? I just finished mine too. Wait, are there 6 on the drawing? Yeah. If y'all have time, if you want to rewatch any of the Saw traps, this is the best one. Like, hands down, if you want to find a Saw trap with really good acting in it, this is the one. Because if you search Saw 6 Death Carousel, this scene is unbelievably entertaining.
I would like to know your definition of entertainment.
I watched all 7. Damn it. I spoiled it.
I don't know what's happening. Moving on.
We'll get there. Ready?
Yep.
So, Erickson and Perez have descrambled new Jigsaw tapes, and they find out that it's Hoffman. Hoffman finds out they are on his trail. So he shows up, and he kills both of them and burns everything. Like, the entire precinct up in flames. Because no one can know that they know it's him. We're now in for the busiest 9 minutes in the entire Saw series, so buckle the fuck up. So, Amanda shows up. She's with Miscarriage Guy. She is the one that told Miscarriage Guy to go get his jacket, which led to the miscarriage. So it's all her fault. So she gets a note from Jigsaw that says, "Dear Amanda, kill Lynn and make it look like you're jealous of her in connection with me, but do it in Saw 3. Basically, love John." So all of the jealousy she was feeling in Saw 3, that never actually happened. She was just acting because a note told her to. And that means her death was called on by Jigsaw. We should drink.
Fuck.
Also, Jill got a similar note that says, "Kill Hoffman for me. We've got to tie up some loose ends." Also, this isn't actually a note. It's just like a picture in her files, like her 6 file pictures. We've got to kill Hoffman. So we should drink for that as well, because he's just tying up loose ends. Hoffman didn't have a choice. So William makes it to the end of the trap. He's in a room in between Roderick, his mom, and Pamela. The live or die switch is not connected to their cell. It's connected to his. They decide whether or not to live or die for this man. But that's his dad, right? Wrong. William isn't the father. The father of Roderick and Roderick's mom is the guy who William refused health insurance to at the start because of the oral cyst.
Which is John Kramer.
No. He's refused
Different
health
guy.
insurance to many people. John Kramer and this random ass dude.
Both for oral cysts?
He refused for John because John wasn't like, he was like, "You're going to die anyway, so if I give you health insurance, I'm just going to lose money." Because he had cancer.
It's just business, man.
Yeah, it's just
business.
He says the words, "It's just business."
It's just business.
Pamela is John's wife, or I guess his girlfriend, or is like, I forgot. So I don't really know. This is the only thing I didn't want to go back and find out.
Okay.
So Roderick and his mom decide, yeah, we're going to kill him. Well, Roderick's mom's like, "I can't do it." She's crying, and Roderick's like, "Fuck the guy. I'm going to kill him." So he gets injected with syringes that like inject hydrofluoric acid into him, and he dies. It's incredible. This is the best movie I've ever seen. We find out that within the willed presence to Jill was the reverse bear trap from Saw 1.
They gave her the whole trap?
They gave her the reverse bear trap.
Why?
Because she's got to put it on Hoffman.
Oh my god.
To kill him. So she does. She puts it on Hoffman, and she says, "Game over," and she leaves. But Hoffman makes it out alive.
How?
He puts it in between 2 iron bars, so it opens and like rips his cheek
But doesn't
open, but doesn't fully get it, and he gets out, and he screams, "Ah!" and then the movie ends. We're on to the final chapter of Saw. This one's in 3D.
What is this movie poster?
They're reconstructing Jigsaw.
In a giant Statue of Liberty form?
Get ready. What about Interstellar? This is so much better than Interstellar. Get ready, because the best twist is about to show up, okay?
Is there a best twist?
Saw
in this
7
nightmare?
starts with a blood trail going down a dirty hallway.
Just tracking shot, blood trail.
Connected to...
Sexy. Wait, you went to Dr. Gordon's leg!
He's alive, okay? This is right at the end of Saw 1.
Like fucking 6 movies later.
This is immediately after Saw 1. He solders his legs shut. I forgot the word.
Suture. No, it's a...
There's
I know.
There's a hot pipe. He puts his stub on the hot pipe.
Yeah.
And it cauterizes his wound. So... This is the first trap. It happens in broad daylight. There's this man and this man with multiple saws There are multiple saws connected to this like train that they could push into either of them. Also, there's a woman with no shirt on for no fucking reason, just slowly being lowered into a saw.
Is she awake?
Yes. It's also broad
Does she
daylight.
just go,
This is like in the this is the middle of Central Park. They can talk about who's going to like die. One person has to die here.
Why?
Just cuz that's the game. Billy is there. We find out she cheated on this man and this man. She's been cheating on both of them. And the best lines ever spoken in a Saw movie.
We should just let this slut rumble.
The best lines ever spoken in a Saw movie happen right here. He says, this dude's trying to push it into this dude, and he goes, dude, this bitch is not worth it. And
which, like, okay, explain the trap again. How
the trap is one
push?
person has to be sacrificed here.
Right.
One person must die, which we should drink for that.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm. That's the whole trap. They can decide, I'll take the saw, or we kill her. But they both love her, even though she cheated on both of them. So this dude is like, I will fight for you, Tina. That's her name, Tina. And he pushes the saw into him, and he says, dude, she's not worth it. And he finally accepts it. And the best line in all of the Saw franchise is spoken right here. I think we're breaking up with you, Tina. They put the saw in the middle, and she gets fucking demolished.
Oh my god, are you serious?
It's amazing. Also, it's in 3D. So,
I think we're breaking up with you, Tina.
Jill is running the fuck away from Hoffman because Hoffman is now alive. He didn't die to the reverse bear trap.
Right.
And she's like,
And
he's
she
gonna
put him in
fucking
it.
kill me.
How did she get it on him?
She used all of the random drugs that Jigsaw had whenever he was picking a wig.
Okay.
So Jill is like, hey, the cops, he's going to kill me. So she decides to rat on Hoffman and say that she's been helping the whole time just for immunity. Also, she's put into protective custody. Hoffman is burning all of the evidence that he is even possibly in this. And he captures Jill and rips her in half with a train car with a knife in the front. It's called the Pain Train. It's fucking amazing.
And rips her in half with a train car.
Yeah, except all of that happened in a dream. But it was really cool.
You still have to watch it.
You watch it because all of the audience fucking hates Jill.
At this point, they're like, what if we do this? But, dude, we can't figure out a way to convolute this into the plot. So no, it was a dream.
Exactly.
Psych.
We learn about our Saw victim for Saw 7. This is Bobby Dagan. He wrote a book called Survive, My Story of Overcoming Jigsaw. He describes a trap where he escaped, where he had to pierce his pecs with 2 meat hooks and hoist himself 20 feet in the air to get the key to unlock it.
With his pecs?
Yeah, all on the weight of his pecs.
Wait, how do you...
So it's like on pulleys, right? The hooks are on pulleys, and he pulls
he has
himself
to
by the
pull.
weight of his pecs. He even has scars to prove it. Except all of that's a lie. He's been going on a press tour to tell everyone about this and best sell his book.
Botched boob surgery or something?
I think it's
Where did you
makeup.
get the
I think it's
scars?
makeup. But his wife is all in on it. She thinks she thinks he's telling the
It's
truth.
why I married him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fucking insane.
Jigsaw bought a copy of this book as well. John was at a book tour.
And Bobby, this is a new guy.
Completely
He's
fucking new
showing
guy.
up.
We've never seen him before. Also, here's our next trap. There's a trap. It's very violent. I will not illustrate it because it involves Chester Bennington, the lead singer of Linkin Park. He is in this movie.
What?
Chester Bennington, a couple weeks ago, a couple years, like
I was gonna say
2 years ago.
I don't think he's done anything in the last couple weeks.
2 to 3 years ago, he committed suicide, and I feel like if I illustrated that, it would be kind of gross. In this movie, he gets killed by a Toyota Camry.
Classic.
It's a great scene.
Should have been a Lincoln.
Don't watch it. It's gross, but rest in peace, Chester. I don't want to draw that.
Yeah. Okay. But you love it.
It's a great scene. You should watch it. I feel like if I drew it, it would be out of taste, you know?
Did he die by getting his skin ripped off his back?
Chester, I could have. Yes, yeah. All the skin was ripped off of his back.
No, I mean in real life.
No, he just hung
Right.
himself, I think. He committed suicide. I just didn't want to
Anyway.
draw it. So, also, Hoffman leaves the reverse bear trap covered with Jill's prints at the scene of this trap,
Right.
and he sends the police a video of himself saying, just give me Jill, I want to kill her. And if you do, then I'll stop all the jigsawing that I'm doing. Appa he's got the Tito's thing. Good for him.
Good for you, dude.
So we show
Live it
up.
up.
We show up at a Saw victims support group.
Oh my god.
Just be calm.
Where are the police and the FBI?
So Bobby shows up and he's like, I'm a Saw victim, even though he isn't. And there's a multiple callbacks to people we love, like the old woman that survived between the old woman and the young file clerk from Saw 6, and the woman that cut her arm off at The Biggest Loser in Saw 5, and some kid that I forgot about, but he looks familiar.
Sick.
It's pretty cool.
I remember that one.
He was a great kid.
Yeah.
So,
good guy, just unfortunate.
Dr. Gordon is there too, and he has a whole new accent for some reason. He's talking like the Joker from The Dark Knight. This is not in the script. It is not a decision.
Is it the same actor?
Same actor, everything. Same character. New.
Yes!
He says
Yes!
this. He says this. He says, Bobby, thank you for having us all in your promotional video.
What the fuck?
Watch the fucking movie.
It doesn't make any sense.
He's there. Carrie Elways just decided he was going to do this for fun.
It's like a totally different production team. So like, yeah, dude, fuck it.
Fuck it.
We haven't seen the first 5.
Also, at the end of this, Bobby gets pig and wigged. So, we're going to go through all of Bobby's tests as quickly as possible because they all fucking suck.
Okay.
So, first trap, we're not even going to look at it.
Has he actually been jigsawed?
Yes, yes. He got pig and wigged and now he's jigsawed. He's got to make it out.
Oh, I see. But he was lying
The whole time.
before that.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
okay,
now
okay,
he's
okay.
been jigsawed.
All right,
The first trap, we don't need to look at it because
right.
it's kind of stupid. Second trap, his assistant has a fish hook going down her throat, and he has to pull the hook out of her throat. But anytime she screams, skewers get closer to her neck. So, and if she screams too much, she
Does
dies.
John Kramer know how to fucking program Arduino or
It's
something?
it's incredible. But
What
this
the
is
fuck are you talking
this
about?
is all
every
Hoff-
time she screams.
this is all Hoffman at this point because
Creams.
every time she creams.
Not that one.
This is all Hoffman at this point because Jigsaw's dead, right? John's dead. She dies because she kept screaming. He goes, "Why couldn't you just stay quiet, you dumb bitch?" He says that. It's hilarious. So, third trap. His lawyer is on a seesaw that's slowly getting closer and closer to a bunch of spikes, and he has to do a calf raise on this calf raise machine, but it has knives going into his shoulders. He can't because his calves suck. So she dies.
calf game.
No calf game whatsoever. Drink.
Dude did not play soccer.
Fine. I'll drink for all of these people.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
I'll drink for all of these people. This is his best friend. He's hung up by a noose and blindfolded on a bunch of like balance beams. He has the key to throw to this guy, and the guy misses the catch, so he just dies.
Fucker.
Drink. Final trap. There's a locked door to get to the end of the entire trap. All of the combination to get into the locked door, it's like a combination lock. It's carved into the back of his teeth. So he has to rip his teeth out so he can see the combination and get out. He actually makes
Use your fingies.
He makes it out. He pulls all his teeth out and he makes it out.
All of his teeth.
All of them that have the numbers on them.
Which is how many teeth?
The collars are... Okay, come on. Come on, Jeb. Give me a break. This entire spread... This entire...
You had a part of this too, fucker.
This PowerPoint is 500 slides long.
Oh my god.
Are you impressed?
Yes.
Cool. So he makes it through. Guess who's on the other side? Also, just kidding. The cops have shown up to where all of this is happening. They found the surveillance room with who's running all the traps, who we can only assume is Hoffman, and they mean business.
We got him.
We got him. That's all we know. So, the final trap. His wife is on the other side of the door. She's chained down to this platform that's hanging in the wall, and he has to
Gotta do a titty pull.
He has to pierce his own pecs to get to the key, the exact trap he's been fucking around with and telling people he made it through.
This makes sense.
So cool. Isn't that cool?
Dude, so cool.
So he pierces his pecs and he starts
so cool.
pulling his way up, but it rips through his skin and he dies. At the 10-second mark, he doesn't make it. It's just so sad.
He just falls down and like
Yeah,
busts
his
head
skin
open?
his skin is not thick enough to like keep him alive. So he falls and just like tons of pain. So she gets covered by a big ass oven and it cooks her alive
Why?
because he couldn't finish his game. We
So
should drink for her. Yeah.
because she just gets cooked alive. Again, murderer.
He's just a murderer, yeah. But this was all Hoffman, but still Hoffman's Jigsaw. So
the cops have found the surveillance guy, who we could only assume is Hoffman. Except, just kidding, he's a dead guy. They pull a fucking Walter White, and an LMG on an arm kills all of them. It's cool. It's really cool.
Is that like 8 drinks?
Drink for the cops, bud.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my god.
They're all dead. So Jill is still in protective custody with the rest of the cops. But Hoffman is like, I've got to kill Jill because she's the only one that knows.
So tiny.
He's so small. So he shows up, he kills all the cops, and he puts the reverse bear trap on Jill.
Got him.
And I'm just going to trigger warning this right now. I'm going to we've been waiting for the reverse bear trap to kill someone for this
hasn't
entire
yet.
series since Saw 1.
Right.
I have a picture of what happens in the next scene. You're going to have to see it, but if anyone else doesn't want to see it, just close your
I
eyes.
don't want to see it.
It's so fucking cool. The scene is great. He says, game over, because he's really small, and just to get back at everyone else saying game over. And then he catches her on fire. And the rest of the Saw evidence.
Why?
So, on his way out of the on-fire building, he gets pig in a wig. But who could be the fucking pig in a wig? He's been the pig in the wig the whole time.
It's been like 3 different people.
Yeah, but like, he's the last Saw person. He just killed the last person.
He is Jigsaw. Jigsaw's dead, but now he's the Saw guy.
So
he gets pig in the wig?
3 pig in a wigs get him.
What?
Guess who it is?
Amanda and all her sisters. It's Dr. Gordon. Oh my god.
Dr. Gordon was in on it the whole time.
Get the Tito's!
Fuck.
Get the Tito's!
Fuck.
And then...
That doesn't make any sense.
Thank you.
None of this makes sense.
Thank you for saying that, because it actually doesn't.
It really doesn't, because like the whole motivation for like 2 or 3 of the movies was Dr. Gordon.
Yeah. Or just one, actually.
Or just one.
You wanna know why?
At this point, it's all a blur.
Cary Elwes gave up on the Saw franchise for 6 movies, and then once the 7th hit, he was like, wait, people like these. I can make some money here. And he joined back, and then they wrote the whole Saw 7 script around him. Bottoms up. This is shot 4, by the way.
I'm not counting.
I fucking hate vodka.
I didn't think you were shooting it too.
Hey, dude. Jigsaw obviously didn't learn from his mistakes. I'm trying to put myself in Jigsaw's shoes, which is exactly what Jigsaw wanted to do for Rig, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
But, like, he didn't learn from his mistakes. If I am going to truly be a follower of Jigsaw, then why would I not put myself in his shoes and put himself in the shoes of the people that he's trapping? Because if I can feel how his disciples must feel, then maybe I could learn to be a better Jigsaw than him. You know what I mean?
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
I could be a better Jigsaw than Jigsaw.
I hate.
I can be
No.
a better Jigsaw.
No. No. I hate it.
So there's 15 minutes left. and
There's 2 more pigs in the wigs.
We don't know who they are. We never tell them who they are. So we're done. We're done with
That's it?
With 15 minutes left. We found out he was helping the entire time. He did all of the surgeries for Johnson Saw 3. Remember, he said, how could he possibly do all the surgery?
Right.
Yeah, it was Dr. Gordon who's the surgeon.
Oh my god.
He escaped before Saw 2, and John told him to take action if anything ever happened to Jill, which he shows up way the fuck too late because Jill's dead.
Right, like a couple movies late.
Yeah. Well, a couple minutes late because Jill just burned to death and was reverse bear trapped, if you remember that.
okay.
You should remember that for the quiz.
So it was just like 15 minutes.
Yeah. So, none of this makes sense. How did
all.
Hoffman never know about Gordon?
Right.
Hoffman, Amanda,
He's plotted
Jill.
the last like 2 movies.
Hoffman, Amanda, Jill, John, all were working together on Saws 3 through 7.
Yeah.
And how did they
Nobody
never
knew-
see Dr. Gordon?
Right, at all.
Never once.
At all. Like,
Also, this is another murder called on by John because John is like, just go kill Hoffman, so we should drink for that. So, they put Hoffman in the original Saw room. Gordon puts Hoffman in the original Saw room. He picks up the bone saw that he could cut his leg off with, and he throws it at the screen in 3D. Because Saw 7 is in 3D, and then he says, game over. That's it, Connor.
That's it?
That is the Saw series.
except for 6 years later, whenever.
No!
Let's keep going. One more movie.
No! 6 years later, they were on a fucking roll with this shit. Why'd they stop?
Jigsaw came out 6 years later by the Spearig brothers, and this is the coolest one. Get the
They
fuck
got a
ready.
real ass guy for the puppet.
This is Tobin, by the way, in the puppet con.
This is Tobin?
That's Tobin Bell.
Dude, I want huge poggers for Tobin in the chat.
Pogs for Tobin, everyone.
Huge pogs for Tobin.
So we start with a character named Edgar, who's running away from the police in a really cool,
Awesome.
tons of money caught sequence.
Yes.
He makes it to the top of a building. He says, if
Yes.
Detective Halloran doesn't show up in 20 minutes, 5 people will die. And he's holding a remote. And the cops are like, what the fuck do we do? And what they do,
They're like, I don't know Halloran.
they said, shoot the remote. No, they work with Halloran. Halloran's their boss.
Oh, okay.
They said, shoot the remote.
Dude, totally.
And they all shoot.
Ga, 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 ga,
As
ga.
he clicks the remote, also they miss. They kill him. They don't shoot the remote. They just kill him.
Dead. So,
Well, no, that wasn't called on by Jigsaw, so it's fine. Jigsaw hasn't broken his rule. If you want to drink, you can. Have fun. Good luck, bud. So, this kicks off a new Saw
Poggies.
trap. There are a bunch of random-ass people with bucket helmets on.
sorry, poggies.
Poggies!
Poggies.
There are a bunch of random-ass people with bucket helmets on in a trap that looks a whole lot like Saw 5, but there's no
Why?
key. There's no keys. Tobin shows up and John, he shows up and he says, you have to give a blood sacrifice to get out.
In the 8th movie, he's dead.
Yeah.
So this is like Saw 3 era or something?
Yeah, well,
What is
like
this shit?
he's not on video. It's just his voice. So this happens after everything. So he says you must offer a blood sacrifice to get out. So the only smart woman goes and pricks her finger on the saw blade, and she's like, "Oh shit, my bucket helmet came off." So
She
she
doesn't
tells.
tell anyone else.
Except this dude's unconscious the whole time. He never woke up from the sedative. So all of them make it out except for the unconscious dude.
So he just died.
Drink.
Okay, sick. Because he's not an anesthesiologist.
Exactly. So all of them just prick their finger and they're fine, except for this dude who like really fucks up and like scrapes his whole ass shoulder, but we don't worry about him.
No, we don't like him.
So a random woman is jogging down the street, I think Central Park actually, and there's a bucket helmet man hanging from the ceiling. This is the unconscious dude from the start of the Jigsaw.
He winds up in Central Park.
Yeah. And that body makes its way to the coroner's. This is Nelson the coroner. He finds a jigsaw piece taken out of the skin of the Buckethead victim. Also, it's been 10 years since Jigsaw died. Like, this is 10 years post, which is kind of cute because in 2007, when Saw 4 came out, that's whenever the Jigsaw autopsy happened, and this movie came out in 2017.
So it was exactly 10 years later.
Kind of cute.
Wow.
Also, we find a USB stick in the victim. So, like, John has upgraded technology. They're no longer swallowing tapes.
They're using USB.
Yeah.
We've gone digital, baby.
Connor, we have 10 minutes.
Okay,
until
go.
This
Okay,
is this is his assistant Eleanor, the coroner. She's interested in the Jigsaw murders, but like a little too much. She's like kind of kinky about it. She's
Got
like
it.
really like getting off on these murders. So Billy, the puppet, shows up and he says,
don't got
"Confess."
it.
He tells them all to confess. All the people that are still alive in the Jigsaw traps.
Okay.
They're still hung by the ceiling and slowly pulling them up in the ceiling. They find a tape that says one of you is injected with poison and you're a thief. This is the thief. The woman that is the thief. She's got poison injected in her. Here are 3 syringes. One is the antidote, one is an acid, and one is just a saline solution.
Yeah.
So they have numbers on them that like counter, like they are the amount of money that she stole from like an old woman that like needed the money. But instead of like saying and like telling them, oh, this is the one, she says nothing, but she's still guilty. So this random ass dude picks up all of them and puts all of them in her because he's like, I gotta fucking live. So she dies because the acid is in one of them. So he makes it out. The question is, how did John know that the thief wouldn't die in the first room? Right? So we should drink for that. That means he knew the unconscious dude would die. So we find out about the 3 remaining living people. One of them cheated on his wife, which, like, fuck that guy. You know, you don't cheat on your wife. This guy sold a defective motorcycle to a boy who later crashed and died because it had bad brakes on it. Fuck that guy. This woman is the worst of all of them because she put her child in bed with her husband such that he would roll over and suffocate the baby because she didn't want the baby anymore. And framed her husband for murder.
How? In what court is that a murder?
The man was taken to court and died in an insane asylum. So, this man tries to find an escape. This man tries to find an escape, and his foot goes through a like rotted board, which catches him on fishing wire or like a metal wire that like pulls and like will soon cut his very long leg in half. There's a lever that says if you pull this, you could set yourself free. Haha.
Yeah.
Jigsaw shows up and is like, you could set yourself free, you fucking dummy.
And he's been dead for 10 years.
Also, the lady that died by acid, by all of the like fucking
the syringes.
yeah, she shows up at the coroner's office.
They're like,
Just
acid.
for everyone at home, 1:15 is our time limit, so we have to get done by 1:15. 1:07 is our time right now. Okay, ready?
Okay.
One more movie.
Yep.
So, the two people that aren't caught in a trap make it into a grain silo with full HD coverage of what's happening from both of them on TVs. So they see both of them. A bunch of grain starts coming down with like Jigsaw saws about to hit him, and Jigsaw John says just like pull the lever and you'll save your two friends. So he fucking does and cuts his leg off, and they make it out.
Sick. Okay.
Detective Halloran, the person from the beginning of the movie that we had to see,
Grain
we find out
death.
that he is suspicious of Eleanor because of how kinky she is about Jigsaw, and she's always on a Jigsaw forum. Also, we find out that he thinks that Nelson is into Eleanor, but he isn't.
Which one's Nelson?
Nelson is the first coroner, like the main coroner.
Right,
Eleanor
right,
is his
right.
the hot like assistant who's
Right.
like kinky for Jigsaw.
Ooh.
Why are you guys doing this? Also, he has found that the blood under the fingernails of the first victim, the unconscious man from the bucket hat trap, was John's blood. So, like, is he traveling through time? What the fuck is going on? How is
Yeah.
this possible? So, Eleanor takes Nelson to her Jigsaw studio. She has recreated a bunch of, like, the old traps from Jigsaw, like the reverse bear trap and the pendulum trap and the pit of needles and the pointy trap. And
Pointy.
the calf raise machine that William can't make it out of. It's really
Yeah.
cute.
Studio.
Also, there's a trap with like a razor wire that like is in a spiral shape with the throttle from a motorcycle right here. She found the blueprints from it on her forum, but no one ever made it. So like that kind of sucks. And she's like,
What a visionary.
but I made it because I like I like art. Also, Halloran's assistant is watching them the whole time, and he's like onto him. Okay.
And Nelson's like, this bitch is crazy. I might smash.
Thank you for the gift sub.
Dude, thank you.
Also, Edgar's body is no longer there. It's missing. Edgar is the guy that got shot by the cops at the start with the remote.
Yeah.
So, the dude with no leg
Yep.
and the woman are now watching the trap that never happened with the motorcycle throttle from
Yeah.
the motorcycle fake salesman to the kid. You remember the kid? He sold a like faulty motorcycle.
Right, with
Yeah.
the brakes.
I'm sorry. The vodka's hitting me right
It's
now.
okay, me too.
So he slowly gets lowered to get the throttle, and he dies because he gets too close to the sides. But like he could have made it out, so we're not drinking
Okay.
for that. Also, this is John Kramer's grave. Here lies John Kramer, and they unearth his casket to see if he's like alive, and Edgar's body's in the casket.
Why would they unearth his casket to see if he
Just
was alive?
in case. Just in case. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gift subs, everyone. Thank you for the gift subs. So, the cops show up to Eleanor's studio.
We have 4 minutes.
They show up to Eleanor's studio and they're like, oh, fuck. She's killing all these people. She must have been it. Also, the guy who died in the motorcycle trap, his body is here. So Eleanor must be the Jigsaw killer. Let's go get the coroners. So the Halloran's assistant shows up to Nelson, and he says, I think you're the Jigsaw killer. And Nelson says, actually, I think Halloran might be the Jigsaw killer, and I'm really suspicious of him. And he convinces Halloran's assistant to be, actually, yeah, it must be Halloran.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
So Eleanor shows up right after that and says, I know where the game's being played, where all this game, like all the bodies we're finding, I'm going to go show you to where that is. And they run away, but Halloran is tailing them, so he runs to find
Which
them.
one's Halloran again?
Halloran is the detective.
Right.
Let's run. We are so close.
I know. Go,
4
go.
more minutes.
Go,
So
go.
the last woman left says, I'm free, except she gets pig and wigged. So she gets out of the final trap. She gets pig and wigged. The last two people left are the guy who cut his own leg off and her.
Yeah.
Guess who's setting up this whole trap? It's fucking Jigsaw. He's
been
alive
dead!
for 10 years.
No!
But he's right there. the woman is Jigsaw's neighbor. He knows that she set up the baby murder. Also, the guy with the last leg, he was the only survivor in a drunk driving accident, but he wasn't even the driver. He just got lucky. So why is he in the Jigsaw trap? We don't need to worry about that. Let's keep going.
Because we hate him.
Keep going. Also, we find out that someone screwed up John's MRI labels years ago for his fucking cancer. So,
Why is that important?
we find out later. Don't worry. So Halloran's assistant shows up to Halloran's fridge, and they finds all the skin puzzle pieces. So it's like, oh my god, Halloran is the Jigsaw killer. So Jigsaw says, this is your key to freedom. He loads one shell into a shotgun, and he puts it on the ground. So obviously, I need to kill whoever lives at the end of this wins. So she picks up the gun, and she shoots the guy with one leg, the asshole. But it backfires and kills her, and the only thing that comes down to the shell is a key to unlock both of them. But that key is shut down. That key is shut down because
Shut down?
she shot it, exploded, it split in half, so this man can't get out. So Nelson and the coroners are both in this place. They're like, oh my god, there's a bunch of dead people. And Halloran shows up and goes, I know you're the Jigsaw killer. She runs away. He beats Nelson down, and she runs the fuck away. Also, Halloran gets injected by fucking sedative. So he wakes up. Halloran and Nelson are in the same place with laser collars on their necks that will slowly destroy them. And
that makes sense.
John says, confess why you deserve to die. So Nelson says first, I mixed up John Kramer's MRI label.
Detective Nelson?
No, Halloran. Or Detective Halloran.
Fuck, who's
Coroner
Nelson?
Nelson.
Coroner
He was the
Nelson.
doctor
Yeah,
that
okay.
mixed up Kramer's MRI label.
Just smoked too much weed, man.
So, Nelson, he says that, but he still dies. What the fuck? That makes no sense. Halloran says, innocent people have died because of me.
Right, detective.
And, he gets the confession that he needs. Nelson is not dead. Nelson has set this whole thing up. So, what I need to let you know, I can't draw this. I'm just going to type it all out. There's a lot to explain. First, Nelson's wife was killed by Edgar. Edgar was able to get free since Halloran got him free in order to help the police to become a police informant. Also, Nelson needed a confession from Halloran. Nelson also has everyone convinced that Halloran is the second coming of Jigsaw, since Jigsaw he planted the skin samples in the fridge, right? So, also, Nelson is the second coming of Jigsaw because guess what? He's been helping the whole time. Pause. Nelson has been helping Jigsaw the entire time. The entire time. We have 54 seconds until the end of this whole movie. We have to take another shot before the quiz. We've got to. Shots.
Oh, no.
One more.
Oh, no.
Ready?
Wait, I have to pee so bad.
Me too, but you got to take the quiz.
Fuck.
This is the last shot in the whole movie. I promise. Nelson's been helping the whole time. Ready?
Yeah. Fuck.
God damn. 5 shots in an hour.
Wait.
This is the end of the movie.
He's been helping just on the. This is the wait. This set of five charges.
Nelson has been helping Jigsaw since the very beginning. This set of 5 traps were one of the earliest games that John ever set up. Nelson was the unconscious guy in the first trap, but John saw that the sedative he gave was too strong for him, so he saved him last second and didn't give him because he realized he didn't give him a fair chance. He didn't want to break his rules. So the dead bodies that have been found and sent to the cops during this movie are bodies that are recreating the deaths from the first Jigsaw game. Nelson has been recreating the first Jigsaw game that ever happened. That means all that we saw happen 10 years ago, and Nelson faked all the dead bodies to look like Jigsaw traps in order to get Halloran to the farm and get a confession to kill him. Also, Nelson shot Edgar at the start of the movie with a sniper from across the street instead of all the cops that were shooting the remote. Also, he created the reverse bear trap, which is pretty cool. The end. That's the entire Jigsaw movie.
Guys.
Are you ready for the quiz?
Why?
That's the end of the Saw franchise.
Why?
Nelson was in on it the whole time.
Guys.
He has been faking Jigsaw murders and sending the bodies to the police to get them out to a farm where the first Jigsaw murders ever happened.
Right.
So that he can get Halloran to admit that Edgar was a police informant and should have been guilty because Edgar killed his wife.
Why did Edgar kill his wife?
Just cuz.
Just cuz?
Because he's a criminal and criminals kill people.
Holy shit, boys.
Time for the quiz. I'm going to go pull up the quiz. I have the Saw 101 quiz here. I'm going to
Guys.
send it in the chat
Guys.
for everyone that wants to take the quiz.
Guys, I don't know, dude. I think I just lost $100.
If Connor gets 5 questions correct,
Literally only 5.
only 5,
You win $100.
you win $100, which I think this might be too easy.
Triple digits.
Connor, I think I've been helping you with some of the questions a little too much. I'm going to say 70%.
What?
7 out of 10 questions correct, okay?
All right.
Do you need to pee or are you good to go?
I mean, I really do have to pee. But
If you want to pee first, go
can
for
I
it.
do that?
Go for it.
Can I do that, guys?
Go
Would
for
you
it.
mind if I peed first? Thank
We
you so
finished
much.
with 9 seconds to spare.
Woo!
9 seconds. As you can see in the form, none of the questions are actually written out. That is because I want to ask them to you. So you get to play the quiz along with us as we play the quiz. Thank you all so much for being here. I am having so much fun. Appa or we riot? I don't know where Appa is. Appa's playing with a Tito's lid at the moment. All the gift subs. Jeb, did you gift? Jeb gifted 5 subscriptions. Woo! If y'all work together in a Discord group, I swear to God. No. This is all you. Is Appa over there, Connor?
No, he's not.
Appa will show up at the end of the quiz, okay? Connor's getting Appa. This is the William, Billiam, Venus, Benjamin, Spiker, Scrom. Why is everyone copy pastaing? We've got Appa or riots. We've got 20 viewers. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. Appa!
This is the craziest stream of all time.
Woo! Appa! I love you. Goodbye.
He hates everything.
Connor,
Woo!
your quiz is here. If you get 70%,
70%. It's okay. I can only miss 3.
70%, you get $100. Connor, have you been paying attention to the quiz?
I'm so broke.
Connor is looking for $100.
The Lord is gonna lead me to the big bank.
It says 50%, but I believe in you for getting 70%. If he gets less than 70%, he dies.
Beep, beep. Do you hear that, Ben? Beep,
What's that beep?
beep, beep. What is that? Do you hear that coming up? Beep, beep. Oh shit! I think that's the Brinks truck backing up. Holy shit!
What is that?
About to get paid, baby.
You're about to get paid?
Beep,
Can you write down your answers as you go through this? Just your ABC answers as you play the game?
Yeah.
So that I can make sure you're not cheating.
Yeah.
Y'all can play along. I'm going to continue. Emote only. Who set up emote only? I'm trying to send the form in. Oh, I'm allowed. I am the best.
Simon.
So these questions start easy and they
Okay.
get harder and harder.
So do I need to like make
Just
like,
write
notes?
down your notes
Okay.
so I can make sure you get all the questions right.
Okay. Q1.
Question number 1, Connor.
I'm gonna put test as the title, guys.
Officer Riggs' Achilles heel. What is it? Is he too suspicious of the first suspect
run it
he
through
ever meets?
unsecured doors. Answer B. That's
B?
easy.
Good.
That's easy.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you if that's the answer or not.
You're right. You're right.
Does he have
what?
diabetes? Does he continue to forget his keys? Or is it that he runs through unsecured doors?
It's the doors.
You think it's the doors?
Guys, I think it's guys. Is it the doors? I think it's the doors.
Do you remember the
Let's hide
the Saw movie that Riggs shows up in?
Yes.
Which one?
3.
It's 4. You're close.
Fuck.
Question number 2. Who
full guess.
kills Lynn?
Jeff.
Why is that?
He shoots her because she's the only. Wait. He shoots Jigsaw,
Uh-huh.
who he doesn't realize is like his vitals are strapped to the bomb necklace.
Wow.
Bam! I'm really lit right now.
That was incredible.
I'm really doing good.
It might be the answer, but Strom, Jeff, Amanda are also options.
Right, and the wrong options. 'cause
You
it's
think Jeff? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Yep,
All right, if you're writing
definitely
down
Jeff.
your answers?
I'm putting it down.
Question number 3. Where does Jill work? What's her job? Does she work at a health insurance company that William is the VP of? Is she work at Dr. Gordon's hospital, at the health clinic that she owns, or the TV station that interviews and works with Bobby during his book tour?
Holy fuck.
I told you it gets harder over time.
We're on question 3, Ben. It's already really hard.
I told you it's a little hard.
Okay, I think it's A.
Okay. If you want to write that down and lock it in, then you can.
Do you see me trying to manipulate and figure out the right answer via his facial expressions?
I will say okay to every answer that you give.
Sure.
You want to write your answer down before I go to the next question?
Where does Jill work? Dr. Gordon's hospital. Her own health clinic. The TV station that interviews and works with Bobby. Who's Bobby?
Bobby is the guy that wrote the Survive My Jigsaw's Tale from Saw 6.
Right. He was in the last movie.
No, Saw 6, which is 2 movies from the last movie.
Fuck me. Okay.
Thank you, Josh, for the 5 cents.
Guys, which one is it? Tell me.
Don't tell him.
Tell me.
Next question.
Okay, I'm going to put A because I think that's the answer.
Question number 4. What is Jigsaw's puppet's name?
Billy.
Billy, Bobby, Robbie, or Carla?
It's Billy.
Daniel, if you're still in the chat, how you feeling about Carla? How you feeling about Carla? Are you good?
Why
you
are
think
we
it's
talking
Billy?
about Carla? It's definitely Billy.
Cool. That's an inside joke with my work.
Sick.
Question number 5. Which person is not dead in the original Saw room at the end of the series? Hoffman, Buff from Saw 2, Amanda, Adam, or Zepp? So who's dead? Who is dead and chained to the wall at the end of the entire series?
8 movies.
Yeah.
All 8 movies. Who's dead?
Who do you think is dead? Who is
Wait,
not?
no, who's not dead?
Who's not dead at the end of the entire series? So who is for sure dead for you?
right? Definitely Adam.
Yeah.
Definitely Zepp.
Yeah.
Definitely Amanda.
Okay.
Or no, definitely Buff. Adam, Zepp, and Buff for sure.
Okay. So was Hoffman dead or Amanda dead at the end?
Who is not dead?
So
I feel like
just
I
think
feel
about
like Amanda gets
how did
away.
Hoffman die and how did Amanda die?
I don't fucking know. I really don't know. I think it's Amanda.
Okay. You're going to write down C as your answer?
Okay.
Cool.
Wait,
Question-
that feels wrong, but
That's fine.
okay,
You
okay.
wrote it down.
Okay.
Question number 6. Who dies first in the Saw 2 death house? Is it scared, homeless, sweaty, or hot?
Sweaty.
Okay.
Easy. Final answer.
Do you remember how the rest of them die?
Homeless burns alive.
How the fuck do you remember that?
Hot. I don't really know.
She's yeah, whatever.
Scared. Probably gets crushed. I'm assuming some part of her gets crushed.
Crushed.
Yeah.
Easy. Fine. Question number 7.
Yeah.
Chronologically,
Yeah.
which of the following traps occurs first in time?
Breaking up with you, Tina.
Yeah. So we have the pendulum trap. We're breaking up with you, Tina. The mute versus blind trap. The
Am I
biggest
allowed-
loser. Or the one where all the pigs get grinded up and drown that
Am I allowed to clarify the pendulum trap?
What's the pendulum trap, do you think?
I really don't know.
The pendulum trap is the
It's
one.
I'm assuming it involves a saw.
The man is laying on a. I've got to pee so bad, so I'm just gonna let you know this
Yeah.
and then pee.
Yeah.
Okay, so the man is laying on a bed that is a pendulum is slowly getting closer and closer to his body and about
Yeah.
to cut him in half.
Yeah.
He can crush his arms.
Yeah.
To stop that from happening.
Yeah.
He does not crush, or he does
Right,
crush his
right.
arms, and he still dies anyway.
Right. That's
So-
way later. That's like
You
that's
can
like
keep-
6 or 7. I know that.
You can keep thinking this through.
Okay, guys. Chat spoil everything so you can fucking give me $100. Corey, tell me all the answers, dude. I think it's The Biggest Loser was such a good bit, and I remember that being like 5, I think.
Chronologically,
Right.
movies happen in random ass times.
Are you serious? I have to know the orders of the 6 months that the movies happen?
Yes.
Oh my fuck. Oh, guys. You really want me to do it? Do you guys really want me to do it? I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. Y'all, y'all didn't even think I would do it, but I did it. I want to see Pogs in the chat because I did it.
What are you answering?
So I'm googling it. Saw guy. Death. Help. Me? Dude, his keyboard is so soft. Pronounced dead for 20 minutes. Man given death penalty. Oh, I'm not doing it.
Cedric has returned from the bathroom.
I'm not doing it.
Did you search it?
I said Saw guy death help me.
Sockeye death, help me.
They also told me to steal your seat as an alpha move. So I want you to understand that as soon as I get up, I'm still the alpha and you're the beta.
I'll sit right here.
Oh, wow. That's kind of an alpha move, too. It's kind of canceling each other out.
So,
Dude, look how alpha I am. This
Dude,
is
that's
sick
Craigasms
as fuck.
in the chat
This is
right now.
sick as fuck.
so, what have you answered?
Dude, I don't know. I think it's E.
E, the one where the pigs get grinded up?
Yeah, that feels like just really kind of like random and gross. And I remember Biggest Loser. Dude, Appa's so good at what he
Athletic,
does now.
honestly.
He's so good at what he does. Mute versus Blind
Do you remember
feels
what
like a
movie that happened?
first 50. I think that's 4.
How are you right?
I think
honestly,
that's 4.
That's correct. That's correct.
And We're Breaking Up With You, Tina is definitely back 50%.
yeah, that's Saw 7.
Pendula Trap is the dark horse for me. I really don't know, but I think it's
You
going to
think
be
it's E?
Pigs. I think it's Pigs.
Cool.
Yep.
Question number 8. What arm does the woman in The Biggest Loser cut off, left or right?
Left. That's easy.
Really? How do you remember? Or
Just-
how do you think you remember?
I told you I'm a visual learner.
Okay. Finally, question number 9. What does Donnie Wahlberg's character's name? Detective Slater? Oldman? Matthews?
Dave Matthews, baby. Let's go. It's a Dave Matthews band.
So let's grade your answers, okay?
We're only on 9.
There's only 9 questions.
Oh, really?
Are you ready?
Dude, I crushed this shit.
There is one 10th question that we will hit,
Okay.
and I will decide how many points they are worth by the time that we hit the end.
Okay.
Question number 1. What is Officer Riggs' Achilles heel? He is running through unsecured doors.
100%. I answered B.
Good question. Good job, everyone.
Yes.
For everyone about to submit
Everybody
their
put it
form,
in the chat.
to everyone about to submit their form, do not... What the fuck? Why have you submitted an answer so far?
Also, I switched the beers. I'm just letting you know.
God damn it. The last answer at the end, question 10 has not been asked yet, okay? So question 10 will be asked at the end, and that is our final question. So do not send your answers in yet. Question number 2. Who kills Lynn? That's Jeff.
Jeff, answer C.
Good job. So
Yes.
you need a 70%, and you're
Yes.
already
Yes.
20.
Yes.
Connor, for $100, you're about to hit 20.
Woo!
Good shit, Connor. Good
Here we go, baby.
Question number 2.
Oh.
Or number 3. Where does Jill work? She works at her health.
Yes. Wait, no, I answered A.
You
I
said
answered
A.
A. All right. I'm gonna put an X
Good,
next
good,
to
good,
that
good,
one,
good.
so we know I answered it
Cool.
wrong. Okay.
Question number 4.
Fuck. Okay.
Connor, 2 more answers
Yeah.
wrong, and you don't get the $100.
I understand. Understood. Shit.
Question number 4.
I just spent an hour and a half on this.
What is Jigsaw's
Done.
brother's name?
Easy. A. It's Billy.
It's
Done.
Billy.
I knew
Good
that.
job.
I knew that.
Good job.
I knew that.
Good for you. Question number 5. Are you okay?
Yeah. This is such an insane thing I'm doing.
Question number 5. Which person is not dead in the original Saw room? That's Amanda.
Yes! Yes!
Did you guess Amanda?
Yes! I got Amanda!
Good job.
Yes!
Good job, Connor.
Oh, I crushed it. Oh my god, guys. This is it. This is it.
Question 6. Who dies in the first in the Sawtooth Death House?
C! Yes!
Connor?
Sweaty!
I'm impressed. Right now.
I'm drunk.
How many questions? Me too. How many questions did you get right?
Dude, I've gotten
far.
all but one.
Awesome. So you're at 50?
Yes. No, I'm at I'm question 6. Well, yeah, I'm at 50%. Okay, sure.
There is a 10th question I haven't asked yet.
I understand.
Question number 7. Chronological.
Fuck!
Travis versus the Pendulum Trap. The Pendulum Trap was set up to look like a jigsaw trap before all of them by Hoffman.
Right.
Before Hoffman was allowed to start working under Jigsaw.
I missed that detail. All right, guys, we can't miss
That
another
happened in
single
the
question.
exposition and the flashback zone.
Fuck the exposition zone.
In Saw 5, come on, Connor.
Okay, I know,
Use your thinker.
dude. I didn't realize it was gonna be. They were all fucked up chronologically. Fuck. Okay.
I got an invite to play. I got an invite that says Distraction and Heart from War Machine and Bone.
Get out of here! I'm making money.
Connor, one more miss, and
I'm.
you don't get your $100.
Wait, that's not true. Then I'll have exact. If I get the 10th question, I'll have exactly 70, and I'll make it, right?
Yeah. The question,
Okay,
10th
so
question hasn't been asked yet. Question number 8.
Okay.
What arm does the woman cut
Left.
off? The left.
Yes.
Good job. Good
Yes.
job. Good job.
Yes, baby.
Good job.
Come on.
Question number 9. What is Detective Donnie's name?
Oh, I knew this one. Easy. Question C. I got it.
You got 80
I
points.
got it.
Connor?
I got it, baby.
Connor?
Dude, I think I got it, baby.
I don't know why the timer started again, but Connor, I want to let you know that none of these questions mattered.
No.
The only question that matters is question 10.
No.
If I could teach you anything,
No.
if I could teach you anything,
No.
I need to make sure that you get this last question right.
Okay. All right. Q10.
So none of your questions count.
No.
This final question is short answer. There is
Holy
only
shit.
one correct answer. If you get it correct, you get the $100. If you don't, you lose 30 points.
Fuck.
I thought you were going to miss most of these and that this would give you a bump to possibly win, but you actually paid attention.
I absolutely crushed this shit.
Connor, question 10. Who is John Kramer? Connor,
I'm gonna throw my phone against the wall because I can buy a new one now. Woo!
I need you to understand that I'm not asking you what is his real name. Who is John Kramer? I'm going to give you some pieces of evidence that could allow you to understand who John Kramer is. John Kramer is omnipotent.
Right.
John Kramer
Oh no. Oh no.
has multiple
No.
disciples.
No.
John Kramer was
No.
sent onto this world
No.
to explain to us a new form of morality.
No, they didn't.
He has sent a new form of morality that will immediately rehabilitate and change people with a spiritual reawakening
He didn't do it.
to help them become better
It took
people.
8 movies to do this.
Connor, who is John Kramer?
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
You're right. John Kramer
He's
is God
God.
himself.
Which, according to the Holy Trinity, is one and the same. So
Good
I don't want to hear
job.
anything in
Good
the chat.
job. He is
Holy
God.
shit.
He is Lord.
Oh my God.
John Kramer is here to teach us how to be better people, how to appreciate our lives. And Connor, you have won $100.
That's Father Cross for you, baby.
Father Cross
I'm
has
plugged
won
up.
$100.
I'm plugged up. Oops.
The end. Everyone, thank you
Fuck.
so much for
Wow.
watching.
Wow.
Halloween special.
Wow.
Thank you,
I
everyone.
can't believe you did this. This is insane.
Do you know how much time this took?
This is so good.
This is like
This is so
like
good.
50 hours of work to put into this fucking.
This is insane.
Honestly, the for everyone that helped me create the spreadsheet or the slideshow, Jacob Hansen, as well
Guys.
as Cameron Young, I want to thank Michelle Guan and Daniel Reichert for their input on
Yes.
whether or not things were funny. Thank you
Yes.
so much for all of your help.
This was amazing.
Connor-
This is probably one of the best things I've ever done.
Thank you for you specifically for joining me on this Halloween special.
What a journey.
Remember to thank your mods, Big Blubber and Yafuzi, for joining us. We made it down to the wire.
Within the last 60 seconds.
Connor, you
Holy
did it.
shit.
So, Connor, my last question to you is:
Yes.
Saw 9 comes out next year. Saw 9, May 2021, directed and written by Chris Rock.
No.
Starring-
the one and only?
Starring Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson and the man who plays
Are you serious?
the man who plays Andrew Garfield's friend from The Social Network. I forgot his name.
Are you serious?
It's called.
It's actually done by
It's
Chris
called
Rock.
Spiral. The poster for Spiral is
Just the jigsaw
this.
shit.
It's this. The poster for Spiral right here. That's Chris Rock. It was supposed to come out, and this movie was taken from me by COVID. It was supposed to come out a couple of months ago. Obviously, my passion for Saw has been destroyed by COVID, and I need someone to watch this movie with. Connor, can you please, now that you have an understanding and appreciation for the Saw franchise, you obviously know enough to win
I
$100.
feel so manipulated.
Can you please watch this movie with me?
I'll watch the movie with you, Vance.
Yay! We did it!
What did I really hate that I signed up for this.
We did it! Oh my god!
The sweater's sticking out of your
I know, I'm so happy!
The tie.
I just wanted one person to watch the movie with me. He did it.
Oh my god.
He accepted it.
Jesus Christ.
Connor,
This is insane.
Connor's gonna watch the movie with me. I get to see Spiral.
Oh. I'm gonna hate my life the whole time, dude. I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it. When does it come out?
May 2021.
Oh my god, I'm gonna hate it. Definitely.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining us in the Halloween special.
I truly feel like I have to do this now. I really do.
I'm so happy that this happened.
This is amazing.
This is perfect. Thank you so much for joining.
God.
What a great day. Happy Halloween.